more about how Comerica supports all small businesses, visit comerica.com/spaces. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender. Comerica Co-Workspaces is available to Comerica customers only.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
TXU Energy is changing the game with Live Your Free, the first and only plan of its kind that automatically adapts each month to give you free energy when you use it most.
What if I use the most during the day?
Enjoy free energy all day, every day.
What if I suddenly become a night owl?
Your nights are free, automatically.
What if I go weekend warrior?
Free energy all weekend, my friend.
So the savings change with me.
And you never have to change a thing. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
Back to Dallas Mavericks playoff basketball on the Mavs Radio Network.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Let's check on all the action around the NBA. Here's Kevin Gray on the Mavs Radio Network.
Let's check out the Lexus NBA scoreboard. Only one other game tonight in semifinal round action of the NBA playoffs as the #1 seed Boston Celtics in the East visit the #4 seed Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference semifinals with their series tied at 1 game apiece. That game will tip off at 7:30 p.m. and can be seen on ABC. In other NBA news, the Phoenix Suns have officially hired NBA champion head coach Mike Budenholzer as their next head coach as he receives a 5-year deal in excess of $50 million to replace Frank Vogel, who was fired after just 1 season. And that's what's going on right now inside the NBA. Now it's time for our UT Southwestern recovery report for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber remains out with his right shoulder injury, but Luka Doncic is available and good to go as he plays through his right knee sprain and left ankle soreness. For the Thunder, they have no injury designations going into this afternoon's game. And that's been today's UT Southwestern recovery report. Now it's time for Coop's Courtside interviews. We hear from Mavericks digital content manager Bobby Carella as the voice of the Mavericks Chuck Cooperstein brings us that conversation right now.
So we have a series, as I think pretty much everybody thought we would. And I think we also saw what how the Mavericks should play and how they shouldn't play.
Yeah, Game 1 is a perfect example of everything that you're not supposed to do, right? Game 2, though, I mean, they shot great, but Kyrie Irving only had, 7, 9 points, something? I mean, he was just kind of hanging around, so they can definitely take it up another level, but they just looked more like the Mavs. There was more dribble penetration. There was more kicking out, especially to the corner. And OKC is going to give you those shots, so it's just really up to those guys to knock them down. And PJ and Josh Green, they have been shooting well for a little while now, but Tim was kind of the big story, I think, in Game 2, just what he was able to give them, not only from beyond the arc, but also in transition, too.
Well, I think everybody looked at him, Hardaway, as kind of an X factor in the series because he's been in this protracted slump that we've seen really since the beginning of February. But you know that given Oklahoma City's style of defense, the shots that he does make are the ones that are given to him by that particular defense. And he showed that against Oklahoma City back in March, too. So maybe we shouldn't be that surprised that he was able to get off in that game.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get those looks. You know, OKC, the way they want to defend is if you beat the guy at the point of attack. So if Luka gets past Lou Dort or if Kyrie gets past Jalen Williams, they're going to shrink the floor. They're going to put 3 or 4 more bodies in the lane to keep you from shooting at the rim. They're not just going to let Chet Holmgren, who can block all the stuff by himself, they're not going to hang him out to dry. They're going to give him help. That weak side corner is going to be open all the time, and when Tim is at his best, he's hanging out there, just knocking down all those open jumpers, got fouled a couple times shooting a 3-2. So, I mean, if they're going to win this series, it is going to be because Tim and Josh Green and PJ Washington are shooting 40-50% from 3.
Yeah, and making that corner 3 in particular. And I'm always surprised at that because analytically we know that the corner 3 is the shot that everybody wants to take, and yet here is Oklahoma City willing you to give that very shot.
Yeah, and that's like they do some other trade-offs as well. I mean, they don't attack the glass. They're a very poor defensive rebounding team, and they don't get a lot of offensive rebounds, though they did in Game 1. That was a huge reason why the Mavs lost. But, you know, as the series goes on, if PJ and Josh and Tim are combining to make 10 threes a game or whatever, they might have to adjust. And all of a sudden, Luka and Kyrie might have a little more space underneath to operate. And that's kind of the big tragedy, I think, about the Mavs not having Maxey in this series, that there should be even more space to work with right now, but they're going to have to make do with what they have in the meantime.
And Luka obviously put one out there that I think any of us who have followed him for the last 6 years almost expected, because every time something is printed negative or said negative about him, he just digs down deeper and harder and comes up with a game that you'll never forget. Having said that, what did you make of the decision to have Kyrie bring the ball up the floor and have him initiate things more even than Luka normally would?
I think it's good. I mean, it takes pressure off Luka, but also it allows the Mavs to get in their offense quicker. You're not picking up Kyrie full court because he's going to hit you with so many razzle-dazzle moves like you're going to fall down. So whenever the Mavs are initiating their offense with 18 seconds on the shot clock as opposed to like 13 or 14 seconds, that allows you to make a couple extra passes. That allows you to work the defense more. OKC's loading up on the paint. That gives you more time to pick and prod and kind of choose your spots. And you can, instead of settling for a good shot, you can generate a great shot. So I need more of that. More early offense, more early initiation, push the ball. Just like don't let their defense get set. And if you can save Luka some work in the meantime, then that's even better.
It's going to be raucous. It's going to be incredibly fun. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
All right, Bobby Carella from Mavs.com. Kevin, back to you.
And again, thanks to Bobby Carella for joining the voice of the Mavericks, Chuck Cooperstein, for his courtside interview. The Mavericks look to seize early control of the series with their second straight win, while the Thunder look to regain home court advantage and steal Game 3 on the road. My name is Kevin Graham. That'll do it for today's pregame show. When we return, we'll send you over to the voice of the Dallas Mavericks, Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis, who are standing by for the call of today's game. It's the Dallas Mavericks hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 3 of the Western Conference Semifinals, live from the American Airlines Center in Dallas. The lineups and opening tip-off are next on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Hey, it's me, your mind. I want to get real about something. About us. You're awesome at checking in on friends, but ever notice how we forget to do the same for each other? What if we tag-teamed this mental health thing? When we take care of ourselves, we're better prepared to pursue life goals. So here's to us, navigating this journey together. Love your mind.
Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute, iHeartMedia, and the Ad Council.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. And Sunday. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
There was this one time I went snorkeling in the Caribbean when I was a kid. It really just blew my mind. We saw the most beautiful corals. I remember thinking they were waving at us as they moved with the ocean. And then there were all these amazing fish. I'll never forget it. It completely changed the way I look at the ocean.
Most of us have a memory of being in nature we'll never forget. Let's protect the world's natural places so more memories can be made for generations to come. Visit worldwildlife.org.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing and the movies.
Everything that we are doing is incredibly data-driven. We are getting signals in every single day about how specific audiences are performing. So although we're marketing at a very broad scale, and that does include specific local markets, that's really the beauty of iHeart's network. You're not serving the same message to a consumer in Nashville necessarily that you may be in New York. You have the ability to be very specific and very personalized, but at a tremendous scale.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Back to Dallas Mavericks playoff basketball on the Mavs Radio Network. It's the NBA Western Conference Semifinals.
Back-to-back threes for Luka and Kyrie.
And it's game time on your home for the Dallas Mavericks.
Got it! Maxi Kleber!
Now let's go courtside.
How about that?
Here's the voice of your Dallas Mavericks, Chuck Cooperstein.
And welcome to the American Airlines Center for Game 3 of this second round Western Conference Series between the Mavericks and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Brad Davis, the Mavericks back home after taking care of business in Game 2, just as they did in the first series against the Clippers. And if nothing else, those two games showed exactly what the Mavericks have to do in order to win this series.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it has to do with tempo, getting back on defense. That first game, Oklahoma City was able to push the ball. They were get some easy baskets, some wide open threes. Second game, Dallas made them play at their pace, which was a lot better. They got their defense set up. Got to do the same thing tonight.
Big change that the Mavericks made in Game 2. Also put it in Kyrie's hands a little more as an initiator, just to bring the ball up the floor, take some of the pressure off of Luka.
I think that's good. I mean, they should have been doing that all year. Luka playing so many heavy minutes. Let Kyrie go in, handle it, try to get his game going early on.
Texas Ford dealer, key to the game.
All about the pace of this game.
Time now for the Lexus starting lineups. The Thunder have already been introduced. It is time for the Mavericks to be able to hit the floor before this sellout house here at the American Airlines Center. And alongside guitar slayer Justin Lyons, here comes Sean Heath to introduce the Mavericks. It is 18 of UNLV, number 55, Derek Jones Jr. And forward, it is 15 from Kentucky, number 25, P.J. Washington Jr. And center is 15 from Arkansas, number 21, Daniel Gather. And forward, it is 13 seasons from Duke. Number 7, Kyrie And their guard against 6 seasons from Slovenia. Number 77, The Oklahoma City Thunder, coached by Mark Daigneault. Their first loss of the postseason coming on Tuesday night in Game 2, and he will start the same lineup he has started the first 2 games of this series, and basically the same lineup he's had all year. There was some speculation that there would be a move made at the off-guard spot, but not the case. Lugan stored at 1 forward, 6'3", his 5th year from Arizona State, 9.8 points, 4.5 rebounds. Jalen Williams, 6'5", in his second year from Santa Clara, 20.5 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 1.3 steals. Chet Holmgren, the center, 7 feet rookie from Gonzaga, 15.2 points, 8 rebounds, 2.67 blocks. Josh Giddey starts at that off-guard spot, 6'8", his third year from Australia, 10 points, 4.5 rebounds. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 6'6", in his 6th year from Kentucky, 28.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 6.2 assists, and 1.3 steals. And Brad, as part of that better defense in Game 2, they did a much better job of keeping Gilgeous-Alexander off the free throw line. He shot 13 of them in Game 1. He only shot 6 in Game 2.
Yeah, a lot of rim protection. They did a nice job of staying vertical, not reaching in, hitting them on the arm for those free throws.
The Mavericks this afternoon in the navy blue statement uniforms, the white numbers and letters, and the white piping around the shoulders and neck and down the sides. They'll shoot the basket to our left in the first half. Oklahoma City in their white uniforms with the blue numbers and letters outlined in orange. Oklahoma City stacked on the front of the jersey, and blue and orange striping down the sides. And they'll shoot at the basket to our right. The officials for Game 3, John Goble, Bill Kennedy, and Gediminas Petritis. Sean Corbin is the alternate, Nick Bookert at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey. Again, the winner of Game 3 in a 1-1 series involving the Mavericks since 2002 has gone on to win the series 14 out of 16 times. Plenty of importance this afternoon as we await the word from the folks at TV that we are good to go, and indeed we are, as John Goble walks between Daniel Gafford and Chet Holmgren, holds the ball up, tosses it, and we are underway, and the tip is controlled by Oklahoma City with the ball being moved forward from Holmgren in the hands of Dort. And now Giddey at the top of the arc. Scoops it to Holmgren, right of the circle against P.J. Washington. Coming around is Williams from left to right. He'll drive, played by Washington. Turn back through the lane. Giddey left side. On the drive, blocked by Doncic. Makes him give it up to Holmgren. 4 on the clock. Put it on the floor and on the run. That's no good. Off the right of the rim, it's tipped outside, and Derek Jones can't save it. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. They have a pretty good defensive stand for the Mavericks on that first possession.
Yeah, no penetration that time. Denied everything.
Giddey from the deep right side. They don't guard the inbound pass. As he chest passes it into Williams, back to Giddey, to the cutting Holmgren down the lane. Pumps, misses, but he's fouled, and he will go to the line. Nice cut by Holmgren.
Just tell what they're doing with Giddey. They're giving him that wide open three-point shot.
Well, the crazy thing, Brad, is that he's actually shot it pretty well from 3 coming down toward the end of the season, well over 40%.
Well, he shot it good in the first round. He hasn't shot it good in this round yet.
Holmgren on the line. First one on the way, and that's no good. In and out. 13 of 19 for Holmgren in the playoffs from the free throw line. And one more. During the season, Holmgren, a 79% free throw shooter, but he missed them both, and Gafford with a rebound. First possession for the Mavericks. Washington will bring it up. And to Kyrie on the arena logo. Loop it to Washington on the drive, and the stuff over Holmgren. That's pretty much the same play they ran to begin Game 2 as well. And it worked to perfection. Here is Gilgeous Alexander on the drive, and the kick out, right wing, Dort trying to go around Luka in the lane. Double team, finds Holmgren, and he's able to drop it in at the front of the rim.
Tough pass inside in traffic by Dort.
A minute gone, we're tied at 2. Kyrie on the right side behind the hash mark, ball over his head. Looking, still looking. Wants it to Washington against Giddey. Along the right baseline, driving, cutting, Gafford pumps, goes up, scores as he got Holmgren up in the air.
Yeah, nice patience by Gafford that time.
The Mavericks 4, the Thunder 2. Along the right side, Dort, right to left dribble, backs out beyond the arc, right of the circle over Gafford for 3, and he hits. Lou Dort, a 50% three-point shooter in the playoffs and in this series. 5-4, here's Luka, first touch of the night. On the drive, left elbow, hits it, leaning in. Mavericks 6 and the Thunder 5. Williams from right to left. Picks up the dribble, top of the circle. Left corner, Giddey will take the 3. Off the back rim, Doncic the rebound. Picked up at half court by Dort. Behind his back, right to left. Solid screen by Kyrie. Now against Williams, and a foul on Williams for a block. And I'll tell you what, that's really good work by Kyrie at half court with that screen to free Luka up.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. Try to get a switch. Try to get Dort off of Luka.
First foul on Oklahoma City. Doncic from the hash mark to inbound the ball on the left side. Into Kyrie, bottom of the jump circle against Williams. Screen by Jones, show by Giddey. Drop it off to Jones, away from Giddey. He'll hang, he'll bang, he'll score. A three-point play chance for Derek Jones. And again, the Mavericks taking advantage of the double team out near half court.
Yeah, nice job. Flash through the middle of that time. Was able to get all the way with the left hand.
Giddey the foul. And 4 of the 5 Mavericks have already scored. Kyrie, the only Maverick to not score. And Derek Jones to try to complete the and one. 6 of 10 from the line in the playoffs. And he shoots, and he hits. The Mavericks 9, the Thunder 5. 2 minutes and 10 seconds into Game 3. Giddey brings it up to the top of the arc and holds. To Holmgren right of the circle against Washington. Curling is Dort at the left wing against Doncic. Kick it back out. Holmgren, show and go. Washington right there. To Dort. Luka pulls up, doesn't shoot. To the right side to Jones, back to Doncic. Below the hash mark against Giddey. One-on-one, put it on the floor, and back out Washington. Top of the arc, three. Off the back rim, offensive rebound. Tipped by Luka. Out to Washington. Floater in the lane is good. The Mavericks 11, the Thunder 5. It's 7 straight points for the Mavericks. Williams right to left. On the drive, met by Luka. Lost the ball. It's out of bounds and last touch. Daniel Gafford got a hand on it. And the help for the Mavericks so far, super aggressive.
Yeah, anytime there's penetration, there's weak side help coming over to stop that drive.
They'll inbound for the baseline to the left of the basket. Giddey will inbound. Watched by Gafford. Giddey looks. Trying to get it to Williams to go to the opposite corner for Dort for three. It's no good. And the rebound off the hands of Jones into the hands of Doncic. Luka up the middle. Screen by Gafford. He rolls. Luka keeps the dribble. Pulls up for three. Trying to draw the foul. And he does draw the foul. Lou Dort wants Mark Daigneault to review this. And the Oklahoma City coach looking down his bench, and he will challenge it. So we'll take the timeout with 8:46 remaining in the first quarter of Game 3. The Mavericks on a 7-0 run right now. They lead the Thunder 11-5 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port, Chicago, Illinois.
At In-N-Out, our hamburgers are made with the highest quality ingredients. Made fresh and by hand. Made with a smile to put a smile on your face. Made for special occasions or no occasion at all. Made with gratitude for every customer we get to serve. Most of all, every hamburger, cheeseburger, and double-double is made to order just for you.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. You never have to pay overdraft fees again when you're banking through Chime. That's right, Chime is changing the game. Chime has no monthly fees, and with SpotMe, you get fee-free overdraft on debit card purchases. Now that's banking that has your back. SpotMe eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Back to Dallas Mavericks playoff basketball on the Mavs Radio Network.
We know it's a game of runs, but at the end of the day, we have to just keep fighting and keep playing our brand of basketball. I felt like we didn't let it get to us, and we just kept playing. We got some easy baskets and obviously got some stops, so that got us back alive.
Here's P.J. Washington following the Mavericks win in Game 2 with today's Dallas Morning News quote of the game. The Mavericks on one of those runs right now, a 7-0 run, and with a chance to get as many as 10 as the foul call on Lewis Dort on the Luka Doncic three-pointer has been upheld. The challenge has failed, and Luka will go to the line to shoot these 3 times.
Yeah, Dort actually missed him with the body and everything, but got him just slightly on the elbow.
11-5, the Mavericks with the lead, 8:46 remaining in the first quarter. Doncic, a brilliant game in Game 2, 29 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. found his shot. 11 of 21, 5 of 8 from 3, and all of that on the heels of the injury situation that he continues to manage, as well as I think he felt snubbed in the Most Valuable Player Award voting, where he finished a pretty distant third behind Nikola Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So on the line here as we resume. The first of 3 on the way, and is missed off the right of the rim. Just under 80% for the playoffs. Shot 78 during the regular season. Second one is up and good. And one more to try to give the Mavericks an early 8-point lead. The Mavericks got off to a 13-2 start in Game 2 before Oklahoma City was able to fight back and get into the game, and 2 free throws for Doncic out of 3. The Mavericks 13 and the Thunder 5, as Giddey will walk it through the center circle. Bounces to Holmgren at the left wing, and trying to get it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Overplayed by Jones. Pivoting is Holmgren. Now back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 7. At the left wing against Washington with 5. Driving to his right. Pulls up from the dotted line, and he hits.
Tough matchup for Gafford there.
Gafford wound up switching on to him. That's Gilgeous-Alexander's game. Doesn't shoot a lot of threes. Really good in the mid-range and at the rim. Here's Kyrie inside the arena logo, looping to Washington against Giddey. Backing him down. No double team in the lane. And with the left hand, he hits.
Yeah, Dallas going to keep going to that until they make the adjustment.
That's 6 for P.J. Washington. It's 15-7. Along the right side, Gilgeous-Alexander right to left. The left corner, Giddey has to haul it in there against Gafford. Will drive him and hook it, and it falls. A very friendly roll for Josh Giddey. Nice finish against Gafford. 15-9. Luka backs up on the dribble to his right, screened by Gafford. Steps back, pump fake on Williams leaning in, and a travel called on Doncic. John Goble with the call. Luka not thrilled with it, as Gafford leaves and Derek Lively checks in for the Mavericks. That's his in and his out. Brought to you by In-N-Out Burger. That's what a hamburger is all about. Mavericks with their first turnover of the day. Took care of it on Thursday night. Just 9 turnovers in that game after 16 in Game 1. Here's Giddey, top of the arc, left to Holmgren. Behind him to Gilgeous-Alexander against Derek Jones. Pick and roll with Holmgren to the short corner to Dort. Sidestep away from Luka. From 3, it's no good. The rebound into Luka's hands. Oklahoma City 1 of 4 from 3 to start the game. Luka right to left. Solid screen. No offensive foul. John Goble called that, and that's been a problem for the Mavericks centers in this series. And again,
that one looked like a pretty good screen.
Yeah, it looked like Luka didn't move too soon. And they're not going to challenge it. As Lively picks up the foul, back-to-back turnovers for the Mavericks. Left side of the floor, Williams. Play by Doncic on the switch. Back to his left. Has to pick up the dribble. Down low, Giddey flips it up and in over Lively. The Mavericks 15 and the Thunder 11. Kyrie outside the arc, right of the circle to his left. Backhand pass finds Jones in the lane to the cutting Lively. Can't finish it. And the rebound off the hands of Jones, picked up by Giddey. Here comes Giddey diagonally right to left. Behind him to Gilgeous-Alexander against Kyrie. Left-hand dribble. To his right, spins baseline. Net by Lively through the lane. Nice find to Giddey for 3. It's no good. And the rebound taken by Kyrie, and Giddey now 0 for 6 from 3 in the series. Up the right side, Derek Jones. Hand off to Kyrie. Driving baseline. Oh, nice pass. Derek Jones dropped it off to Lively. Whips it out to Luka, top of the arc. On the drive with Dort on his hip. And from the dotted line, he pulled the string. He got his own rebound back and puts it up. That's short, too. The rebound tipped out by Holmgren, controlled by Gilgeous-Alexander. Up the left side. Gilgeous-Alexander to Holmgren. Will take the 3 right of the circle. That's no good. And Lively the rebound. A little bit past the midway point of the first quarter. The Mavericks 15, Oklahoma City 11. Luka trying to split a double team and a kick ball against Josh Giddey. As Josh Green and Dante X will check in for the Mavericks. And Jalen Williams out of Arkansas. Remember, there are two Jalen Williams. They spell their names differently. The center from Arkansas, Jaylin. The swingman from Santa Clara, Jalen. And we will try to differentiate them by college when they have the ball in their hands, when they are in the game at the same time. And Aaron Wiggins has also checked in now to replace Giddey. As Exum looking for the right side into Lively and back out to Exum. At the right hash mark, the Lively right of the circle. Put it on the floor, hand off to Irving, to the left to Washington for three. It's good. Another hot first quarter for P.J. Washington. He had 13 in game 2. He's got 9 here in game 3. Arkansas Williams with the ball underneath and can't finish, but he's fouled off a fine feed from Santa Clara Williams.
That was a nice pump fake by Williams. Got him up in the air, went right past him. Just a little chippy in there.
Josh Green gets called for the foul. Second team foul against the Mavericks. And here is Jalen Williams from Arkansas, 6'9", 240 pounds. His first free throw attempt in the playoffs. And he rattles it in. 2 games so far in this series, 9.5 points on 8 of 13 shooting and 3 of 6, from 3. And 2 free throws rolled home. A 5-point Maverick lead at 18-13, 5:25 remaining in the first. Lively at the top of the arc. Lively looking. Josh Green comes around. Doesn't get it. Now Kyrie will have it. To his left on Jalen Williams out of Santa Clara with the left hand off the right of the rim. No good. And Santa Clara Williams the rebound. Trying to get it to Cason Wallace, who's in the game but can't make the save. The pass too far ahead of him. And the Thunder turn it over. Second Oklahoma City turnover. Irving up the right side against Aaron Wiggins. Between his legs, back and forth, deep right side, right in the lane, right baseline, double team, wrap around, threw it away. But it's picked up by Washington, top of the arc. Josh Green, left corner three, no good. Offensive rebound, Exum. Back to Green, in the lane, drop it off Lively, touch it back to Exum. In the lane, right wing. Washington will try it again. This one rims out. Offensive rebound, Lively. Lively turns in the lane, can't finish. Tipped up and in. Washington. Mavericks working hard, lively on the offensive boards, and then Washington with the finish. 20-13. Gilgeous-Alexander, right to left, jump stop in the lane. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line. Hard to let him turn the corner like that, because he's going to make something happen there. Lively gets called for the foul. 2 fouls on Derek Lively. Gilgeous-Alexander to the line. Mavericks 8 of 17 to start the game. Already those 6 offensive rebounds, 4 second chance points, and a 12-3 rebound edge overall as Gilgeous-Alexander hits the first one.
Yeah, that's just effort right there. Dallas just playing harder on the boards.
Remember, against the Clippers in Game 6, the Mavericks had 10 offensive rebounds in the first quarter for 12 second chance points as Gafford comes back in for Lively. Jason Kidd with some encouragement and some schooling as Lively walks to the bench, and Gilgeous-Alexander hits both free throws. The Mavericks 20, the Thunder 15. As Irving walks it up the right side to Gafford at the right wing, hands back to Kyrie, drives on Williams, met by Wiggins, floater is good. And all 5 Dallas starters have now scored. 22-15, 4 minutes remaining in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander, middle of the floor, right off of Arkansas Williams, steps back on the dribble against Washington, now tries to attack him, met by Green, out to Arkansas Williams, lost the handle, at the elbow, cross-court Wiggins, on the drive, in the lane, reversing, wild shot, just hit the board, Exum the rebound, Exum up the middle, laid off to Kyrie, couldn't get the shot away to the right to Exum, Irving cuts through, Exum keeps the dribble, brings it out from right to left to Gafford to the top of the arc, chest pass right, Josh Green, on the drive and the kick. Here comes Gafford into the lane. Lost the handle. Got it back underneath the basket. Tied up by Jalen Williams of Arkansas, who ripped it away and into the hands of Santa Clara Williams. Up the left side to the trailing Arkansas Williams. Now to Gilgeous-Alexander against Washington. in and out to his right. Pumps, now leans in to Arkansas. Williams behind him to Wallace for three. It's no good. Tipped out by Gafford, picked up by Exum. 3-on-3. Exum on the drive, and Exum has the pass deflected out of bounds. It'll be Dallas ball. And if he takes one more dribble, Brad, I think he gets himself to the rim.
Yeah, I think he has a layup. Gave that one up a little bit too soon.
Santa Clara Williams leaves the game. And Derek Jones will come back in for the Mavericks for P.J. Washington. Baseline left inbound for the Mavericks. 19 to shoot. Kyrie looks. Will throw it in to Gafford. Left wing just above the break to Kyrie, top of the circle. Triple threat position there against Wallace. Will rise and fire and hit. Oklahoma City has missed its last four from the floor and have gone 4 minutes plus without a basket as the Mavericks have built a 9-point lead at 24-15. Gilgeous-Alexander in the middle of the floor. Play by Exum now on the switch. Backing him down at the dotted line. Turnaround, tough shot, rims down, rebound. Taken by Gafford. Well played defensively by Exum. Here comes Jones up the left side. Right-hand dribble, top of the arc, bounce past Kyrie, behind the right elbow. Left to Jones, catching shoot three-pointer off the left of the rim, no good. And the rebound taken down by Wiggins of Oklahoma City. To Gilgeous-Alexander, 2:10 remaining in the first. Mavericks up 24-15. Gilgeous-Alexander in and out to his right. At the block, steps back, 12-footer is good.
That's his game right there. He wants to get to that 15, 17-foot spot.
24-17, under 2 remaining in the first. Exum, top of the arc. Gafford looking right to Green at the hash mark. Green looking. Kyrie telling him to go the other way with it. Left to right dribble. Knocks over Joe. Offensive foul. Josh Green just picked up his second foul, and a timeout taken by the Mavericks now with 1:42 remaining in the first quarter. The Mavericks 50% shooting, led by another big first quarter from P.J. Washington, 11 points. The Thunder just 6 of 15 and 1 of 7 from 3. A minute 42 remaining in the first. Mavericks 24, Thunder 17 in Game 3 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
iHeartRadio Music You Should Know, featuring Bad Omens and Poppy. VAN. Violent.
7 series. Meanwhile, last night in the other Western Conference semifinals, the Nuggets clobbered the Timberwolves by 27, 117-90, thanks to Michael Malone putting together a video of critics saying that the series was over, motivating his team toward the win. Let's go back to Chuck.
Hey, Mavs fans, the Playoff Hub has all the latest info on tickets and suites, schedule, watch parties, merch, giveaways, and more. Stay locked into all the action at Mavs.com/playoffs. A minute 42 remaining first quarter. Mavericks lead the Thunder 24-17 in Game 3 as we pause for station identification on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
KEGL Fort Worth, Dallas.
Mavericks off to a 10 of 20 start shooting. Oklahoma City just 6 of 15. And it'll be Oklahoma City's ball as we resume. Lou Dort back in the game out of the timeout to inbound the ball to Gilgeous-Alexander. And between his legs from left to right and back to his left. Watched by Derek Jones. Wiggins the screen. Holmgren screens. Swing it left to Wiggins on the drive to the cutting Isaiah Joe against Exum, who makes him give it up to the left corner for Wiggins for 3. And rims the basket. And Doncic with his 6th rebound of the first quarter. And he'll give it to Exum as Luka back in out of the timeout. Exum along the right side to Luka against Dort. Put his head down behind him to Exum. Left to right drive on Wiggins. Spins him at the dotted line. Right corner wide open. Hardaway 3 over the top. But into the hands of Derek Jones along the baseline. 2 to shoot and 1. And Hardaway going to get it away. And that's a 24-second violation against the Mavericks. It's the 5th Maverick turnover of the quarter. Oklahoma City only 2 points off of the prior 4. Under a minute to play in the first. As Gilgeous-Alexander Screen by Dort to the right. Gilgeous-Alexander play by Doncic. Steps back from the right of the circle for three. He hits.
He doesn't shoot many of them, but he can knock them down.
He hasn't shot him all that well in the playoffs, but during the regular season, a little over 35% from three. Here's Doncic on the drive, and he draws the foul. He'll go to the line as he picks up another foul on Lou Dort, and that's two on Dort as we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
iHeartRadio music you should know, featuring Daughtry. Pieces. iHeartRadio music you should know, featuring Wage War. Magnetic. iHeartRadio music you should know, featuring Bad Omens and Poppy. iHeartRadio music you should know, featuring Bad Omens and Poppy. VAN. Violence against.
Love it as media, but like I feel for it if I'm the player. I'm like, dang, do I really want that getting out?
Yeah, and you know, to me, to give credit to your point, I feel like that's a story that you tell like after your career kind of thing. You know, like let's say you just hung up the cleats and you know, kind of like who is it, Jeff Teague in the NBA? Like he's not playing anymore, and now he's going scorched earth on the GMs that he hated, and like some stories about like, oh, in this game, this dude called me this name, and nobody ever.
I never liked this teammate. You know?
Yeah, and like that's fine because guess what? It's not going to ruin the chemistry of any team because that team doesn't exist anymore. But. Yeah, that's something that I could see, like, as soon as, let's say Terrion Arnold ends up becoming a really good, like, all-pro corner. And so he's still relevant after he retires, and people are like, okay, what's your funniest story from your career? He goes, I got chosen, or I got skipped over, rather, in the draft because of a coin flip.
Yeah.
Then it's one of those things that you go, you know, like...
Thanks for listening.
Because knowing the lifespan of NFL coaches, by that point, you say 15 years from now, maybe, that AP probably isn't the coach of the Raiders anymore because he either one got fired or two, he got a job from another team that paid him more. You know, so he's probably not coaching there. They might have a new GM by then.
Elevate every morning with Tommy John Second Skin Underwear. What you put in your pants can make or break your day. The luxurious support of Second Skin guarantees everything will go smoothly. When you wear Tommy John, you're much more comfortable, so you can do everything better. Tommy John's silky Second Skin underwear has dozens of comfort innovations, like a supportive contour pouch and breathable, lightweight, moisture-wicking fabric with 4 times the stretch of competing brands. With over 20 million pairs sold and thousands of 5-star reviews, guys love Tommy John. That's why Tommy John doesn't have customers. They have fanatics. Plus, your most valuable assets are covered with Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear or its guarantee. Get 20% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/stream. Save 20% on Second Skin at TommyJohn.com/stream. TommyJohn.com/stream. See site for details.
Hey, just the socks. Thanks.
Great. Name, birthday, email address, shipping address, billing address. How many fire hydrants do you see? How'd you hear about us? Can we text you?
Forget it.
If your online store doesn't use Shopify for checkout, your customers will just, well, check out. Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other leading e-commerce platforms. That means fewer abandoned carts and more for your business. So switch to Shopify at shopify.com/play and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/play.
Get ready to fan out this football season because NFL tickets are here. Score great deals on great seats from Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN. Experience every tackle, every touchdown, and every heart-pounding play live and in person. From the first down to the final whistle, Vivid Seats has you covered with a great selection of tickets for any team for the upcoming season. Plus, they're the only ticket company that rewards you for purchasing. Just visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats. Experience it live.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's
23. Joe left wing. Inside of Jones. Pull up for 2 is good from 17. Isaiah Joe with back-to-back baskets for Oklahoma City. 29-25 is the Maverick lead. Doncic right off of Gafford under the screen. Went Dort stays with Luka. Another screen by Gafford. Luka keeps the dribble in the lane. Dotted line. Banked it up. No good. Rebound. Doncic got it. Will turn right of the lane. Will dribble the ball back out. With 10 to shoot against Holmgren. Stop and go. Reaching in. Wiggins knocked it away, and then he knocked it off of Luka's foot. Good play by Aaron Wiggins, who's become an increasingly important weapon for Mark Daignault and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Santa Clara with his floater in the lane. Front rim crawls over. His first points. 29-27. And Luka slowly to the front court. Lively to the scorer's table. Kyrie Irving as well. Here's Hardaway. One bounce right elbow pull-up. That's too hard. And the rebound taken off of the hands of Williams by Wiggins to Joe. Back to Wiggins. Left to Williams against Gafford. Stepping back. Doesn't shoot. Left corner. Wiggins against Washington. Out to Williams. Left to right drive on Gafford. And Hardaway. Right corner Joe for 3. And that's good. And Oklahoma City goes in front. Well, they're actually going to call it a 2. They'll say his foot was on the line. And Isaiah Joe giving them a lift. Here is Doncic on the drive. Over Holmgren to lay it up and in as Gafford took a hard fall. And a delay of game warning now against the Mavericks. Big time finish by Luka. And to take that one way over the top of the square in order to get that one to fall. 31-29. Here's Williams through the lane, right to left, down low. Dort got an easy one.
Nice step pass by Williams that time.
And that's 6 straight baskets for Oklahoma City. Tied at 31. Doncic against Dort. Looking to the left. Screen by Jones. Dort fights over. Luka pulls up for 3. Off the right of the rim, no good. And Wiggins with the rebound. And then he throws it away. Trying to get it to Jalen Williams, who was not ready for that pass and thrown well behind him and out of bounds. Lively comes in for Gafford. Irving comes in for Jones for the Mavericks. 2.5 gone, second quarter. Tied at 31. Doncic from the left sideline. Foul line extended into Lively. Trying to get it to Luka, and does. Steps back away from Dort for 3. That's going to be short. The rebound. Holmgren knocks it to the side and retrieves it himself. And he'll bring it up the floor himself before putting it in Williams' hands. Right to left. Can't get it away against Washington. Well played defensively. So Holmgren left to right. Behind him to Dort. Left-hand dribble. Behind him to Holmgren. He'll try to attack. Lively right there. To the cutting Joe. It's stolen by Irving. Terrific half-court defense by the Mavericks. Here comes Hardaway. Hardaway. Left to right, and a foul on Isaiah Joe. First foul on Joe. Mavericks will inbound from the left side. 3 minutes gone. Second quarter. Hardaway into Lively. Behind him to Holmgren. He'll pitches backward to Irving. Lively right there. To the cutting Joe. It's stolen by Irving. Terrific half-court defense by the Mavericks. Here comes Hardaway. Hardaway. Left to right, and a foul on Isaiah Joe. First foul on Joe. Mavericks will inbound from the left side. 3 minutes gone. second quarter. Hardaway into Lively. Pitches backwards to Irving against Williams at the foul line in the lane. Drop it off. Lively tried to dunk it and missed it. And Derek Lively's just having a rough go of it here in this series. Now 2 of 13 from 3. And here is Williams with a 3 from the right side, knocking it down to put the Thunder in front as Oklahoma City overcomes a 9-point Dallas deficit in the midst of a 19-7 run. 8:40 remaining in the first half of Game 3. The Thunder 34, the Mavericks 31 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. You never have to pay overdraft fees again when you're banking through Chime. That's right, Chime is changing the game. Chime has no monthly fees, and with SpotMe, you get fee-free overdraft on debit card purchases. Now that's banking that has your back. SpotMe eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. And Sunday. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Back to Dallas Mavericks playoff basketball on the Mavs Radio Network.
True Maverick Canvas back. Experience what it's like to be an NBA player alongside Maverick legends, from one-on-one coaching with Devin Harris, running plays with Rolando Blackman, reviewing film with Jason Kidd, to dinner with NBA champion J.J. Barea. This is one experience you can't miss. Visit Mavs.com/TMC today. 8:40 remaining in the second quarter of Game 3. The Thunder 34, the Mavericks 31. Oklahoma City has hit its last 7 shots from the floor, including 5 of 5 here in the second. The Mavericks, Brad, just 2 for the last 12, including 2 of 7 here in the second.
Yeah, and Oklahoma City's been able to push and get some easy stuff in transition. Started to make a couple of three-pointers as well.
Well, Derek Lively, of course, had that dunk at the rim that missed, and it has been just a nightmare so far for Lively in this series. Just 2 of 13. And, of course, all of his shots are coming around the rim. Missed the dunk there. This after he had gone 19 for his last 23 to end the Clipper series. At one point with 12 consecutive makes. Dallas ball as we resume. As P.J. Washington will bring it up, challenged by Wiggins. And he'll hand it to Kyrie on the arena logo. To Luka deep right side against Dort. Isolation here, put it on the floor as they bump right in the lane. Bump again in the lane. Over Dort, long and left. And Holmgren with the rebound. 34-31, Oklahoma City. Williams, right off of Dort. Now against Doncic. Pulls up, leans in to Dort, behind him to Wiggins. Back right to Holmgren. Right baseline Williams against Lively. Whips it cross court Dort. Shot fake, sidestep left. Away from Doncic for 3. Air ball into the hands of Lively. And to Kyrie. Going to get something quick. He's going to try it quick. It's no good off the left of the rim on the rebound, and a loose ball foul on Holmgren as Lively came flying in for the offensive board. The first on Holmgren. Second team foul against Oklahoma City. Mavericks began the game hitting 6 of their first 7. They are 6 for 26 since then. Here is Lively at the foul line, left corner, Washington 3, no good. Weak side rebound, Irving, reversing to Hardaway, right corner 3, and that's down.
Once again, offensive rebound for Dallas.
Mavericks 9 offensive rebounds here in the first half. 7 second chance points, game tied at 34. Williams against Hardaway, pull up 15-footer is short, and Washington with a rebound. Middle outlet to Irving. Up the right side, Hardaway, rise and fire. No good on the rebound. Run down on the weak side by Aaron Wiggins. In the middle to Williams. And his pass knocked away by Doncic out of bounds. He read that cross-court pass that was intended for Isaiah Joe. And now Joe will leave. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back in for the Thunder. 7:20 remaining in the half. As Wiggins will inbound from behind the right hash mark. Into Williams. Left off of Dort. Keeps the dribble. Now against Hardaway. Picks up the dribble. Cross court to Wiggins. Over Doncic for 3. That is short. And Hardaway with a rebound for the Mavericks. To Doncic. Irving screens. Gets the switch on Wiggins. Going to try to take advantage of that. Dotted line through the lane. Washington show and go right to left. Kick it out. Luka, top of the arc 3, in and out. And the rebound to Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic now 2 of 10 from the floor, 0 of 3 from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander against Luka. Left side, got around him, spins on Washington, and then Kyrie able to block the shot from the weak side and made the save. Into Hardaway, right to left dribble, on the drive, and blocked by Holmgren out of bounds. And Holmgren goes to the ground hard. The 4th block for Chet Holmgren here in the first half, but he is still down on his back. As took a shot right in the midsection from Hardaway on that drive. And now is up and walking to the bench, and Arkansas, Williams. Inbound from Irving to Lively, left wing, to bounces to Kyrie, circles right to left, pick and roll with Lively, to the rim, and the dunk, and he finally got one to go, and a timeout by Mark Eggnog. Lively wanting a foul call. He's just relieved that he found the bottom of the basket on the dunk. 6:23 remaining in the first half of Game 3. It's the Mavericks 36, the Thunder 34 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. You never have to pay overdraft fees again when you're banking through Chime. That's right, Chime is changing the game. Chime has no monthly fees, and with SpotMe, you get fee-free overdraft on debit card purchases. Now that's banking that has your back. SpotMe eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
To Dallas Mavericks playoff basketball on the Mavs Radio Network.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
I'm Kevin Gray here at the Modelo Sports Desk. Let's take a quick look at tomorrow's conference semifinal action as the Knicks will take on the Indiana Pacers at 2:30 in Indiana as the Knicks lead that series 2-1. Meanwhile, the Denver Nuggets will look to tie their series at 2 games apiece as they visit the Minnesota Timberwolves. That game will tip off at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Let's go back out to Chuck Cooperstein.
Nurses win shoes that feel like walking on clouds for National Nurses Week. The Mavericks and Shipkey are giving away 100 pairs of Clove sneakers. For a chance to win, follow @MyShipkey on Instagram and comment on their Walk a Mile in Their Shoes post. Act now, your feet will thank you. Terms and conditions apply. 6:23 remaining in the first half of Game 3. Mavericks and Thunder tied in the series at a game apiece. The Mavericks with a 36-34 lead despite just 4 of 15 shooting here in the second quarter. Oklahoma City is 5 of 9. Mavericks down to 36% shooting for the game. Oklahoma City at 48%, but the rebounding is the difference, Brad. 12 more field goal attempts for the Mavericks right now.
Yeah, just beating them up on the offensive glass, getting the 50-50 balls that are coming off long.
Indeed, Oklahoma City without an offensive rebound, and thus no second chance points. Dallas, 9 offensive rebounds, 9 second chance points. As Dort will bring it up for the Thunder. They shoot to our right. In the middle, Mavericks are zoning here. 2-3 zone. Wiggins, right baseline drive, reversing and scoring over Lively. Nice finish by Aaron Wiggins.
The baseline.
Tied at 36. Irving along the right side. Dort playing off him. Looking, will lob it for Washington inside of Wiggins, and a left-hand runner is good. Threw that one in on a clothesline.
Yeah, Wiggins went for the steal, opened up that driving lane.
16 for P.J. Washington. The Mavericks by 2, 38-36. Gilgeous-Alexander whips it from the lane to the left. For Dort back out to Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll try to drive. The shot blocked, but a foul. Kyrie called for the foul by John Goebel on the baseline. The first on Irving. The first on the Mavericks. And Gilgeous-Alexander with his second trip to the line today. Made both of his free throws on the first trip. 9 points for him to lead the Thunder. They all came in the first quarter. And the first free throw here is good as Josh Giddey checks back in for the Thunder to replace Luguentz Dort. Luka out of the game right now, so that's why Dort is out of the game. The Mavericks with Irving, Washington, Lively, Derek Jones, and Josh Green as they shoot to our left. The game tied at 38 after 2. Gilgeous-Alexander free throws. Kyrie wide, right to left. To the left corner, Green to the cutting Lively in the lane. Over Williams, jump hook short, and Giddey with the rebound. Here comes Giddey. Right to left to Gilgeous-Alexander between his legs. Right to left and over. Lively just threw it on up. No good. And the rebound and a foul. Well, I don't even know how late a whistle that was from Gediminas Petraitis. An extraordinarily late whistle on the rebound, though. It's called on Josh Green, and that's 3 fouls on Green. As Lively and Irving leave, Gafford and Doncic come back in. Green remains on the floor with the 3 fouls. As Arkansas Williams inbound the ball on the bounce to Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander circles tight left. Back to his right and pulls up, fading away, and gets it to settle home. Thunder 40, the Mavericks 38. Washington right to left on the dribble. Stops right of the circle. Knocked away by Wallace. Picked up by Gafford, who hands it to Luka against Dort. Right back in the game to guard him. Fights over the screen. Pick and roll Gafford. Reverse it right corner Washington. Put it on the floor and in the lane. And throws that one up too hard on the clothesline. Arkansas Williams the rebound. Here comes Gilgeous-Alexander. Left corner. Wallace left alone for 3. It's good as the Mavericks did not get matched up. Jason Kidd calls the immediate timeout.
Yeah, that's what Oklahoma City wants to do. Push the tempo of this thing.
7-0 run for the Thunder. As Wallace, the Richardson High School product, with his first points of the day, and the Thunder with their biggest lead at 43-38 with 4:31 remaining in the first half. And the Mavericks just ice cold 35.7% from the floor for Dallas, including just 5 of 18 here in the second quarter, while the Thunder are 8 of 13.
Yeah, they sort of switched the script on these guys that are in the second quarter. But once again, it's all about the tempo. Oklahoma City in this second quarter has been able to push the tempo, get some open looks in transition.
And the Mavericks have been able to get into the lane. They've pretty much gotten to where they wanted. Lively, though, unable to finish. Washington hit that one left-handed clothesliner, but missed the one with the right hand, his natural hand, and that led to the fast break and the run-out that led to the Wallace three-point shots. Mavericks have led by as many as 9 at 24-15. Oklahoma City then spanning the end of the first quarter, the final 3 minutes, the beginning of the second quarter, went on a 19-7 run to grab the lead, and back and forth we've gone, but the Thunder now 7 straight points, and the Mavericks so far unable to get Luka and Kyrie off and running. Just 12 total points on 4 of 13 shooting from those two. In fact, Washington, the only Maverick in double figures, he's got 16 of Dallas's 38 points. And Washington will bring it up against Wallace. Crossing over right to left. Pushes with a left hand to Green. Now to Luka. Against Dort inside the arc. Here comes the double and a kick ball by Wallace. And kicked into about the 6th row. Ball retrieved. Luka inbound. Green was open. Now gets it. Gafford got knocked to the ground by Giddey. No foul call. Right corner, Washington 3. It's good. And for the second straight game, P.J. Washington has a 19-point first half. It's 43-41 with 4 minutes remaining in the half. Dort, left hand push to Gilgeous-Alexander. To his right against Gafford. Stepping back, now attacks. Down low, Giddey underneath. Has to dribble back out across the way. Arkansas Williams to Dort. Show a go around Green against Gafford. Throws it, hauled in by Wallace, the left wing. 24-second violation as they never checked the clock.
Yeah, once again, Dort had to get that one up on the rim. Made that pass out. Not enough time.
Gafford and Josh Green will sit down as Lively's back in. Derek Jones back in as well. Luka will bring it up. 3:45 remaining in the half. Left hand dribble at the hip. Bounces to Kyrie. Luka screens for him. Lively screens for him. Wide right. Turn the corner. In the lane. Floater good.
Yeah, just got the dribble line until he got that open look.
Tied at 43. Gilgeous-Alexander behind his back. Right to left. Against Jones, high screen by Holmgren as Gilgeous-Alexander pulls up, short rebound, tipped by Luka to Lively, and back to Luka. To the right to Washington, he'll drive on Holmgren, spin him, and the shot blocked by Holmgren with a left hand. 5 blocks for Chet Holmgren here in the first half. To Gilgeous-Alexander, drives on Washington, stops left of the lane, pushes it up and in to put the Thunder back in front. 15 for Gilgeous-Alexander. That's some serious rim protection by Holmgren here in the first half. Now Kyrie against Jalen Williams of Santa Clara in the lane. Put the shoulder into him, fades away from 10 to hit it. And Kyrie coming to life here late in the second quarter, tied at 45. Santa Clara Williams, left baseline, met by Washington. Right corner, Wallace against Luka. Went for the steal, didn't get it, and got him on the arm. First on Doncic. And 3 team fouls now against the Mavericks. As Isaiah Joe comes back in for the Thunder for Wallace. And he'll inbound from the right sideline. Joe looking into Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Dort as he works to his left. Keeps the dribble. Backhand pass to the right side. Joe run off the line. And now through the lane against Washington to Holmgren. Over. Lively. Short. And the rebound to Derek Jones. Luka up the left side. Driving on Dort. In the lane. Met by Holmgren. Draws the foul. Hits the shot. 3-point play chance. And terrific patience by Doncic that time.
Yeah, that's what you've got to do with shot blockers. You got to give them a little bit of a pump fake. Try to get them off balance. Get them up in the air.
Holmgren picks up his second. 13th foul in Oklahoma City. It's a 9-2 Maverick run. to put them in front 47-45. Doncic, 2 bounces, knee bend, free throw, good. Quickly for the Thunder, Jalen Williams against Doncic, left to right, backs up on the dribble. Now left to right again, in the lane, met by Lively, double pump, came up short, Lively the rebound. To Doncic, ahead to Kyrie, left-hand dribble, hook it with the left to Jones, and his pass back out, intended for Doncic, stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams trying to make the save underneath the basket, does to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jones blocked his pass, picked up by Luka, left to Irving for 3, no good, and the rebound, and a loose ball foul against the Mavericks, and it's against Lively, and that'll be 3 fouls on him as he and Dort collided underneath the basket. So 3 fouls on Lively, 3 fouls on Josh Green for the Mavericks. Is Jason Kidd going to challenge this? I don't think so. Just talking to Bill Kennedy. As Williams will inbound to Gilgeous-Alexander after a wild exchange with 1:40 now remaining in the half. Up the middle, here's off to his left against Derek Jones, in and out to his left, spins to his right. Jones went for the steal, and now an offensive foul on Gilgeous-Alexander as he threw out the free arm to knock Jones to the ground. And will they look at this to see if this is flagrant?
Almost wants him to.
First foul on Gilgeous-Alexander. 8th turnover against Oklahoma City. And everybody getting a chance to see the replay. And they are going to review it.
Trigger on the floor to see the foul meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
That's John Goebel. He and Gediminas Petraitis will put the headsets on and talk with Nick Booker up at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey, to see if there are free throws to come for Derek Jones after Gilgeous-Alexander gets called for his first foul. Derek Jones, great job staying with Gilgeous-Alexander after he initially had gone to the ground and looked as if he might be in less than an advantageous position.
That's definitely going to be a flagrant one. It should take them too long to decide this.
The crazy exchange before the quarter where Jones threw the ball away. Here we go.
Worn up by Gilgeous-Alexander does not meet the criteria for a flagrant foul as part of a normal basketball play. Ruling is a common foul.
Wow. Okay, all's fair in love and war, huh? With 1:32 remaining in the half. And the Mavericks up 3, and they'll have the ball after the Gilgeous-Alexander offensive foul. Hotly contested, as you would completely expect at this time of the playoffs. Washington will bounce it into Doncic. Straight up the middle. Picks up the dribble. Bounces left to Kyrie. Play by Dort on the switch. Crossing over at the shins, back and forth, in and out to his right, behind his back, left to right. Dort stays with him. Kyrie picks up the dribble, dangerous pass out, but Luka able to get it against Williams. Chest pass left to Jones, 3 to shoot. 1 bounce, pull up 3 is short, and Holmgren with the rebound. Dort brings it up for the Thunder. 1 minute to play in the half. To Williams, top of the arc. Good job by Jones over the Holmgren screen. Now to his right and up top for Holmgren for the drop-in as he got inside of Lively.
Lively had to step up and help on Williams on that drive.
48-47. And the Mavericks can play 2 for 1 here. Kyrie against Jalen Williams. Lost the ball in the right corner. And it's out of bounds, and Kyrie can't believe it. Bill Kennedy calls it for Oklahoma City, but it looked like it went off of Kyrie's hand. Terrific defense by the Thunder here. And now Oklahoma City can go 2 for 1. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic outside the arc. To the right of the circle, to the right elbow for the pull-up jumper that's good. And the Thunder with the lead with 29.2 remaining in the half. 17 for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic just over the line, left of the circle. 10 to shoot, 14 and a half. Screen lively, Luka left. Luka keeps the dribble. Luka steps back, takes the three. Hit it! Over Jordan. What a tough shot that was. 7 seconds left. Here comes Gilgeous-Alexander with 4 and 3 and driving. Bounce pass left. Joe left corner three is good with 0.6 of a second remaining. Isaiah Joe ends the first quarter with a three, and he's going to end the second quarter with a three to give Oklahoma City a 1-point lead at halftime at 52-51. In game 2, Brad, it was the Mavericks bench with Hardaway and Green that told a story. Here, especially in the second quarter, Isaiah Joe is the running buddy of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 in the quarter. Again, his first points, the last 3 points of the first quarter.
Well, you know he could do that. He's a great outside shooter. You've got to find him in transition or in the half-court game.
Oklahoma City winds up shooting 52.6%, 6 of 15 from 3. The Mavericks just 40% shooting despite 12 more field goal attempts. The field goals converted are even at 20. Dallas 5 of 19 from 3 at 26-16. Mavericks edge on the boards. Dallas with 9 offensive rebounds, 9 second chance points, led by 19 from Washington, 14 from Luka, despite just 4 of 11 shooting. 17 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and 10 for Isaiah Joe on a perfect 4 of 4, including 2 of 2 from 3. Halftime in game 3. Series tied at a game apiece. It's the Thunder 52 and the Mavericks 51. Kevin Gray at the Modelo Sports Desk. Highlights of the first half. And the other news of the day from the NBA and elsewhere in sports coming your way next on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. You never have to pay overdraft fees again when you're banking through Chime. That's right, Chime is changing the game. Chime has no monthly fees, and with SpotMe, you get fee-free overdraft on debit card purchases. Now that's banking that has your back. SpotMe eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
TXU Energy is changing the game with Live Your Free, the first and only plan of its kind that automatically adapts each month to give you free energy when you use it most.
What if I use the most during the day?
Enjoy free energy all day, every day.
What if I suddenly become a night owl?
Your nights are free, automatically.
What if I go weekend warrior?
Free energy all weekend, my friend.
So the savings change with me.
And you never have to change a thing. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
TXU Energy is changing the game with Live Your Free, the first and only plan of its kind that automatically adapts each month to give you free energy when you use it most.
What if I use the most during the day?
Enjoy free energy all day, every day.
What if I suddenly become a night owl?
Your nights are free, automatically.
What if I go weekend warrior?
Free energy all weekend, my friend.
So the savings change with me.
And you never have to change a thing. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Back to Dallas Mavericks playoff basketball on the Mavs Radio Network. Time now for the halftime show on the Mavericks Radio Network. Now, here's your host, Kevin Gray.
Mavs down by 1 at halftime in Game 3 with the Oklahoma City Thunder as the Mavericks are down 52-51. P.J. Washington has his second straight 19-point first half, going 8 of 13 from the field. Luka Doncic was the only other Maverick in double figures with 14 points as the Mavericks shot 40% from the field and 26% from downtown. Oklahoma City, though, shot 52% from the field and 40% overall from three as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the Thunder with 17 points. Isaiah Joe had 10 points in the first half. The Mavericks are out-rebounded the Thunder 26-17 and 9-0 on the offensive glass. But Chet Holmgren has 4 blocks in the first half for the Oklahoma City Thunder as they lead by 1, 52-51. Let's get to the first half highlights from the American Airlines Center. Starting in the first quarter, the Thunder led 5-4, a minute and a half into the game after a Lou Dort three-pointer. But the Mavericks will respond with a 9-0 run over the next 2 minutes to take a 13-5 lead. P.J. Washington getting the game started with the dunk over Chet Holmgren off the assist from Kyrie Irving.
First possession for the Mavericks. Washington will bring it up. And to Kyrie on the arena logo. Loop it to Washington on the drive. And the stuff over Holmgren.
Then Derrick Jones Jr. gets the hoop and the harm with the bucket and the finish over Chet Holmgren himself, hitting the free throw to extend the Mavericks' lead to 4.
Drop it off to Jones, away from Giddey. He'll hang, he'll bang, he'll score.
Mavs led 9-5 with just under 10 minutes left in the first quarter. P.J. Washington continued his strong first quarter, drilling the three-pointer on the left wing off this Kyrie Irving assist.
Put it on the floor, hand off to Irving to the left to Washington for 3. It's good.
That would extend the Mavericks lead to 7 at 18-11 with 5:36 left in the first quarter. The Mavericks led the Thunder 15-11 midway through the first period, but OKC went on a 6-2 run to cut the lead to 4. P.J. Washington had 11 on the Mavericks' first 20 points of the quarter. The Thunder, though, at one point went over 4 minutes without a basket as the Mavericks led 24-15. The Mavericks would maintain that lead at the end of 26-23 as the Thunder shot 30% from 3 and 41% from the field. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 9 for OKC. P.J. Washington led the Mavericks with 11 at the end of the first quarter. On to the second quarter. Mavs up by 3 to begin the period, but the Thunder would open up the first 3.5 minutes of the period on an 11-5 run to take a 34-31 lead after a Jalen Williams three-pointer. Before that, P.J. Washington continues his great first half, knocking down the left corner 3 to open up the second quarter.
Luka was right off of Gabbard, keeps the dribble on the drive through the lane to Washington, left corner 3. He hits, and that's the shot that Oklahoma City is gambling that the Mavericks can't make.
Mavericks led by 6:29-23 at the beginning of that second quarter. Then Luka Doncic gets a tough basket high off the glass over Chet Holmgren to put the Mavs back out in front, 31-29.
Giving them a lift. Here is Doncic shot. Here is the drive over Holmgren to lay it up and in.
Then Tim Hardaway Jr. would hit the three-pointer in the right corner off this Kyrie Irving assist to end that Thunder 11-5 run to tie the game at 34.
Weak side rebound, Irving reversing to Hardaway, right corner 3, and that's down.
Fast forward midway through the second quarter, the Mavericks and the Thunder were tied at 36 after an Aaron Wiggins basket. The Thunder would respond with a 7-2 run capped off by Cason Wallace three-pointer to take a 5-point lead at 43-38 with 4.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Derek Lively, though, gets the jam off the pick and roll with Kyrie Irving to put the Mavs in front 36-34.
From Irving to Lively, left wing, to bounces to Kyrie, circles right to left, pick and roll with Lively, to the rim, and the dunk, and he finally got one to go.
Then P.J. Washington would end that OKC 7-2 run by drilling the right corner three-pointer to pull the Mavs within 2.
Ball retrieved, Luka inbound, Green was open, now gets it, Gabbard got knocked to the ground by Giddey, no foul call, right corner Washington 3, it's good! And for the second straight game, P.J. Washington has a 19-point first half.
That would be the beginning of what would be a 10-2 run response by the Mavericks that was capped off by this Luka Doncic floater with the hoop and the harm on Chet Holmgren.
Luka up the left side, driving on Dort, in the lane, met by Holmgren, draws the foul, hits the shot, 3-point play chance, and terrific patience by Doncic.
Doncic will hit the free throw to have the Mavericks in front 48-45 with just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. The Thunder, though, would outscore the Mavericks 7-3 in the final 2 minutes. Luka Doncic, though, getting the Mavericks back out in front, knocking down this three-pointer with 8 seconds left in the first half.
Screen lively, Luka left, Luka keeps the dribble, Luka steps back, takes the three, hit it! Over Jordan, what a tough shot that was!
Mavericks were leading 51-49, but Isaiah Joe hit a three-pointer at the end of the first half at the buzzer to give the Thunder what will be a 52-51 lead going into halftime. And that's where we stand right now with the Mavericks down by 1. Now let's check out the Lexus NBA scoreboard. Just one other game tonight in semifinal round action of the NBA playoffs. Later on tonight, the number 1 seed Boston Celtics will visit the number 4 seed Cleveland Cavaliers in game 3 of their best-of-7 series, with the series tied at 1 game apiece. And that's a look at your Lexus NBA scoreboard. And other sports and sports news of the day, Dallas Stars are visiting the Colorado Avalanche tonight in game 3 of their second round series, with the series tied at 1 game apiece. That puck will drop at 9 p.m. in Colorado. And speaking of Colorado, the Texas Rangers also in Colorado as they visit the Rockies for game 2 of their 3-game series, as the Rangers look to even up their series with Andrew Heaney on the mound with first pitch at 7:10 p.m. tonight. And that's a look at your other sports news of the day. The Dallas Mavericks trying to take a 2-1 series lead, have some work to do in the second half. They're down by 1, 52-51, as the Thunder look to steal game 3 on the road to reclaim home court advantage. Coming up next, we'll take it back out live to the American Airlines Center in Dallas for the second half with the voice of the Mavericks, Chuck Cooperstein, and Brad Davis on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network. Stay with us.
At Comerica Bank, we believe every business should have equal access to opportunities and resources. That's why we created Comerica Co-work Spaces, free for any Comerica small business customer. Book an office, access tech, use a meeting room, network with other business owners, and more, all for free. To learn more about how Comerica supports all small businesses, visit comerica.com/spaces. Member FDIC, equal opportunity lender. Comerica Co-work Spaces is available to Comerica customers only.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
You know what In-N-Out hamburgers are all about. But what about our fries? It's pretty simple. It all begins with the finest, freshest potatoes, hand-cut right in the store, then cooked to perfection in 100% sunflower oil and served piping hot. Now that's a side order worth singing about.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
You know what In-N-Out hamburgers are all about. But what about our fries? It's pretty simple. It all begins with the finest, freshest potatoes, hand-cut right in the store, then cooked to perfection in 100% sunflower oil and served piping hot. Now that's a side order worth singing about.
KEGL Fort Worth, Dallas.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Back to Dallas Mavericks playoff basketball on the Mavs Radio Network.
Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis at the American Airlines Center. Start of the third quarter of Game 3. Oklahoma City 52 and the Mavericks 51. The Thunder in the second quarter shooting 60% on 12 of 20. The Mavericks were 10 of 26 for 38.5%. And a couple of things to keep an eye on, Brad. Number one, the bench scoring, as we mentioned, Oklahoma City 17-5 in the first half, led by Joe's 10. And the turnovers, Dallas only 9 turnovers on Thursday night in Game 2, already 8 turnovers in the first half today.
Yeah, but they're keeping it close by the offensive rebounding edge.
Dallas ball to begin the third quarter. They'll shoot to our right in their navy blues with the white numbers and letters. Oklahoma City in white with the blue numbers and letters and trimmed with orange as Luka brings it up across the midcourt line straight away against Lou Dort. Right off of Gafford, pick and roll. Luka keeps the dribble. Up top, Gafford, there it is. Haven't seen the lob game very much today, but they get it to start the third.
That was all set up by that solid screen by Gafford.
53-52. Josh Giddey for Oklahoma City lays it off the Holmgren left wing. Dribble handoff. Jalen Williams to the left elbow for the pull-up over Gafford is good. And Oklahoma City back in front. Doncic straight away again. Gafford screen right again. Luka goes that way. Lowered under the screen. Luka keeps the dribble from behind. Gilgeous-Alexander knocked it away, but it came to Washington. He pulls up, he banked it, and rimmed out. With Holmgren grabbing the rebound, and Gafford going to be called for a foul.
That's the intimidation factor by Holmgren in there.
They actually took a block shot away from Holmgren from what we initially had on our board, so he had 4 blocks in the first half. As Oklahoma City with Gilgeous-Alexander right to left, and Holmgren catch and shoot 3. That's an air ball. As he was challenged by Washington, that kind of fell off the heel of his hand. A minute gone, third quarter. Kyrie lets the ball roll to just behind the midcourt line before picking it up. Left to right drive. On Williams pulls off. Dotted line. Oh, no. It was a pass. That was a pass to Daniel Gafford at the right of the rim for the dunk.
Nice cut by Gafford underneath.
The 7th assist for Kyrie. In the lane, Jalen Williams again to score. As we seesaw the Thunder back in front, 56-55. Irving along the right side. In and out to his left, screen by Gafford, gets to the nail, bounce pass left corner, Washington, out to Jones, driving on Giddey, spinning, and a pass, and Gafford couldn't hold on to it, it goes out of bounds. Jones had the right idea, Gafford just unable to get his hand up in time. Gilgeous-Alexander to his right. Play by Jones, back out Giddey, top of the arc, they dare him to shoot, he does and he hits. The first 3 of the series for Josh Giddey, and Oklahoma City with a 4-point lead at 59-55. Giddey had been 0 of 6 from deep before that make. Gafford, top of the arc, pivoting left. Jones screens for Luka as the bounce to Kyrie. Kyrie left to Jones. Catch and shoot, left corner 3. That's way off. Over the rim in the backboard in the hands of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Up the left side against Washington now. Gives it up to Holmgren. Over the head pass right to Giddey. Put it on the floor, driving and scoring as he got the step on Gafford. And a timeout taken by Jason Kidd. Giddey took him right off the dribble, and Mark Dagno upset. He thought that there should have been a foul call. I think he might have had a case there, too. For the Thunder, a 7-0 run to grab a 6-point lead, their largest of the day, with 9:39 remaining in the third quarter of Game 3. 61-55 Oklahoma City on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Allie Raisman. I've been living with migraine for a while. As an athlete and gymnast, I was taught to just power through the pain. Now I use Ubrelvy or Ubrogepant to treat my migraine attacks. As soon as I feel a migraine attack, I take Ubrelvy, which provides me with quick relief. Once I get relief, I go on with my day. I'm partnering with Ubrelvy to share my migraine story.
Ubrelvy quickly stops migraine in its tracks within 2 hours without worrying where you are. Most people had quick pain relief within 2 hours. Ubrelvy treats migraine attacks in adults and is not for prevention. It's available by prescription only. Do not take Ubrelvy with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your healthcare provider about all the medicines you take. Most common side effects are nausea and tiredness.
My hope is that by sharing my migraine story and the relief I get from Ubrelvy, it can help someone else.
Ask your doctor about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine. Learn more at ubrelvy.com or call 844-4-UBRELVY. Sponsored.
Goes to the free throw line, looking to end the AC from 9 down to a 10-point lead as they commit their first team foul in the quarter, with Derek Lively stepping to the stripe, a 52% foul shooter during the playoffs. Readies for the first, the rookie. Bends his knees, dip, shoots, and leaves that one up and in. He knocked it down. That ends the push. The Thunder lead at 10. Came with 8:20 left third quarter. We'll see where this goes from here. As readies for the second. The crowd quieting. That one is short. Giddey looks to dig the rebound out, but instead it's tipped to Jalen Williams for his third board. Giddey fed. Roaming out front. Lively playing off. Mark Daignault emphatically calls the play Thunder by 9. Giddey open. Cranks an angle right three-pointer. Leaves it short. Shea tips a rebound, though, and gathers it on the left wing to the baseline. Backing down Josh Green, twirls, elevates and fires, fadeaway 13-foot jumper. He forced that shot again. It's not close. Washington the rebound. That's not a good set. Irving lobs right corner to Green. Bounce pass into Lively open. Is dug blocked from behind by Dort, but Lou fouls Derek on this surge to the cup. Free throws coming as Lou Dort has his third. Lively one of two Mavericks with 3 fouls. Josh Green the other. But OKC twice now has allowed Lively freedom inside. Not allowing him to score, though, which is probably positive, as he's a 52% foul shooter during the playoffs. During the regular season, made 50.6%. Dort, though, guilty of his third. 7:30 left in the third. Thunder by 9, 65-56 at the American Airlines Center. Lively's first foul shot is up. Good. So Lively off the bench now has 4 points, 6 rebounds in Game 3, 1 of 5 shooting from the field in 14 minutes. Derek Lively involved in the trade that happened on draft day, sending Cason Wallace to the Thunder. Second stroke is up. Got them both. 65-58. The Mavs have scored 3 straight since the Thunder led by 10. Josh Giddey again will be played the same way by Dallas's defense. Lively gives him plenty of space. Giddey straight away to Dub. Hand check by Irving. Angles right back of a Holmgren pick. Kicks it out to Shea on the perimeter left. 8 to shoot. He jab steps. Off the stutter step. Spins. Jump passes to Giddey. 3 to shoot. Josh to the baseline on the run. Floats it up. Short from 5. Another tough sequence. Doncic clears. Whipping down the lane to Lively. Spinning. Contorts it left corner to Washington. Up an open three-pointer that goes. So the Dallas run is 6-0. They're back within 4. 65-61. Thunder shot selection really poor the last 3 trips. The crowd's into it now. Nearing the midway point of the third quarter. Jalen Williams back of a Dort pick. Rubs off Irving, driving left, stutter steps. Jump passes inside to Giddey. Bad pass through his legs. Green has it. Up the left side on Dort. Bounce passing ahead to Washington for the dunk. It's an 8-0 run, and the Thunder call a timeout. 65-63. The lead one's 10 down to 8. 6:37 left in the third at the American Airlines Center in Game 3. This is Thunder basketball.
When a power line goes down, The safest distance is further than you think. Power from a downed line can travel through trees, water and ice, and even the ground. You don't have to touch the line to get seriously hurt, so stay as far away as you can. Anything power lines are touching can be dangerous, including the ground. Let's live safely together. Learn more at oge.com/safety tips.
Mazzio's New York Giant Pizza is back for a limited time. This uniquely delicious 18-inch pizza is huge on flavor with a savory garlic and basil sauce made from scratch crust and loaded with mozzarella, provolone, and your favorite toppings. Right now, get a Mazzio's New York Giant for the price of a large pizza. That's over 50% more pizza free. So why go big when you can go giant? Mazzio's New York Giant Pizza. At participating locations, limited time only.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
The Kia Telluride X Pro is at the top of its game. It kind of reminds us of legendary four-time NBA champ Draymond Green.
Hold on. What?
Powerful performance.
That's Dre.
Intelligent.
IQ on a trillion.
Totally dominates the lane.
Money Green coming through.
Bold and rugged.
Bold and rugged. That part.
The Kia Telluride X Pro. Here's to legends in the making. Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA and WNBA.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Welcome back. Last night, the Indiana Pacers drew closer to New York in their semifinal series. Tyrese Halliburton's 35-point performance led the Pacers to a 111-106 victory in Game 3. Game 4 of that series will be tomorrow afternoon. Let's send you back to Dallas. Here's Matt Pinto.
Thunder and Simple Modern have partnered together to give fans the opportunity to win a pair of playoff tickets. Thunder Ticket Challenge, presented by Simple Modern, will take place at Thunder Up in the Park at Scissortail Park Plaza for each home playoff game. Learn more at okcthunder.com/tickets. Since the Thunder burst to a 10-point lead with 8:20 left in the third quarter, it's been all P.J., Washington, and Dallas on an 8-0 spurt themselves. P.J. has 5 of those 8 and 24 points in the game, a game high either way, on the heels of his 29-point eruption in Game 2. They're activated here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas as the Mavericks look to chase down the Thunder in a game that's featured 13 lead changes and 8 ties. Thunder led by 10 a moment ago. The Mavs' largest lead was 9. That came in the second quarter. As OKC comes with Isaiah Joe, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luguentz Dort, J-Dub, and Jay Will. See if the Thunder can stabilize. A big part of being effective in the playoffs is handling both adversity and success. And the Thunder didn't do that very well when they went up by 10. Took some really poor shots and fueled the Mavericks back into this game. Dallas showing full court pressure. Gilgeous-Alexander comes back to get the ball against Washington's on-ball heat. Zigs and zags and bounce speeds to Dort straight away. Back to Shai, navigating left. Shadowed by Doncic. Left corner finds Jay Will open. Snaps off a three-pointer that's woefully short. Doncic saves the rebound going out to Irving. The Mavs seek the lead. Up the left side, Josh Green probing to the trailing Washington. Slashing on Shai. Kicks in the corner, Green open. The three-pointer is good, and the Mavs lead. One is 12-0. Check that 11-0. It's now 66-65 Dallas. Dub working left, straight away to Jay Will. On the dribble weave to Joe. Isaiah scored 10 in the first half. Fires an angle left three that's contested, not close. Washington's got the miss. PJ to the middle. Slashing baseline, Shai strips the ball. He has 4 block shots and 2 steals in this game. But right now the Thunder, with poor shot selection, are fueling Dallas's tank back to a 1-point edge with 5:52 left in the third quarter. Doncic inbound underneath, does in the right corner to Irving, closed out by Dub. Back of a lively pick, drives and kicks up top to Green, wide open. Left side on a three-pointer, not close. Loose ball tipped, gathered by Washington. Slot right Irving. Pump fakes and fires an angle right three of his own. That's online, no good. He back rimmed it. Green the rebound, back to Irving, open again. Angle right three is short. Lively the rebound, and fouled by Jay Will. As the Mavericks attack the offensive glass, it's been an afternoon-long Dallas barrage of boards. They lead in rebounding 37-22 and 11-2 in second chance point tallies as the Thunder incur their third team foul. number 1 on Jay Will. Irving will inbound near sideline front court. Dallas has made only 7 of 25 threes, yet leads game 3 by 1. Irving, back of a lively pick, gives it up wide left to Doncic. Works to the wing, spins on Dort. Left to right across the lane. Pump fakes. Pump fakes leaning in. Misfires, or rather he doesn't either. Banks home a 10-footer, and then he's got a bully ball look. The run is 13-0 for the Mavs. The Thunder need to stabilize here. Down 3, 5:10 left to play in the third quarter. Luka got lucky on that shot. As J-Dub works a dribble on Luka straight away. Crosses over, snaking right. Lays it up on the run. Overshoots the rim. Rebound tipped out. Run down by Irving. Kyrie to the baseline on Dort. Flips it up on the fly and gets benefit of a foul call. No, they say no call. Shea the rebound. Working right. Crosses over on Washington. No maneuverability. Shea to the baseline. On the run, floats it up. Short from 7. He forced that shot. Thunder struggling to score. They've gone over 4 minutes without a bucket and trail by 3. Doncic top of the key. Plows right on Dort. Spins left. Pushes. Leans in. Fires left corner. Washington open for 3. Knocks down another one. Timeout Thunder. The Maverick run is 14-0. The lead is 6 as Washington continues his one-man offensive show these last 2 games in this series. 71-65. Dallas. Thunder led this game 65-55. So the Mav run is 16-0 with 4:26 left in the third quarter. This is Thunder basketball.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
Well, the tide is dramatically turned. Matt Pinto welcoming you back to the American Airlines Center in Dallas. The Thunder had the Mavs on the ropes, it seemed, down 10 with 8:20 left in this third quarter. Since that time, and a timeout called by Jason Kidd, it's been all Dallas. The run is 16-0. Thunder are being forced into or simply settling for really poor shots in this sequence as Dallas has blistered them on this 16-0 push. Thunder outscored in the quarter 20-13, making 6 of 16 shots, 1 of 6 threes in the third, while the Mavs have 5 offensive rebounds in the frame and have now generated 14 offensive rebounds to 1 for the Thunder in Game 3. 6-point Dallas lead. We'll see if the young Thunder have the legs to stiffen here and come back. As Luka Doncic just on a pass out to Washington for another 3, clobbered Lou Dort, hitting him in the face on a lean-in pass. And he wanted a technical called on Lou. 71-65, the Mavs have shut the Thunder down. OKC needs a bucket. Down the lane, Wiggins gives them one on a nice dive cut, screen roll, feed from J-Dub. Jalen Williams has 6 assists. Mavericks 71, Thunder 67. 4 minutes left third quarter. Irving on the handle, wide right on Dub. Looking inside, pounding the left hand, low crouching bounce. Shovel feeds Doncic. Driving right, spinning left on Dort. Elevates and fires. Fadeaway 10-foot jumper rolls off. Nice rebound secured by Jay Will. Boxing out Lively effectively, giving to J-Dub. 3:50 to play in third. Thunder down 4. Joe snakes right. Guarded by Lively. Swings the ball slot left to Dub. Spinning into the lane. Can't get free of Green. Ducks and kicks, right corner to Joe. Up the ladder to get it. 5 to shoot. Slot right, Dort does. A long angle right three-pointer. Got it. Cha-ching Thunder money ball. A 5-0 Thunder answer. Back within 1 at 71-70. Lugens Dort a big-time rainbow tray, giving him 8. Irving back of a pick by Green. On the right flank, 2 bodies strewn, no call. Irving sizing up Joe. Pump fakes down the lane, Green. Shovel feeds left corner to Washington, wide open again, fires a three-pointer. This one no good. Rebound jabbed in the air, claimed by Irving. J-Dub is down as Irving knocks down a three-pointer. Timeout Thunder. Jalen Williams may have gone knee to knee with Josh Green, is writhing in pain across the floor, as literally the Mavericks are playing around him, strewn on the floor. Thunder could not get to a Maverick player to grab one to force a stoppage, as right now the medical staff for the Thunder are over to administer to Jalen Williams. He is right now lying on his chest. It looked to me like a knee-to-knee blow with Josh Green. They both went down, and the refs decided we're not going to exercise the whistle, the beat in the whistle. Ultimately, Irving drills a three-pointer, and the Maverick lead is back to 4, 74-70. But there's a hush over this capacity crowd on this Saturday afternoon at the American Airlines Center in Dallas as Dub's being helped up by Chet Holmgren, Bismack Biyombo. Not up yet, though, still seated with 3:06 to play here in the third quarter. He worked over the top of a moving Josh Green pick and is holding his left ankle. Now is on his feet. Was trying to walk it off with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in the third. Yeah, Green set a moving pick. Dub tried to navigate around it, and the two got their feet entangled. He is up, favoring that left lower leg, as he'll sit down under the guidance of Donnie Strack and the Thunder medical staff. Now he's going to go back to the locker room, it appears, so they'll examine him back there. The Mavericks have 16 second chance points in this game to 2 for the Thunder, and that is a separator in Game 3 with 3:06 left in the third quarter. Dallas came out and brought fortitude physically from the outset of this game. Watching the replay again, Dub just seemed to contort his left ankle, trying to maneuver over a Josh Green pick. A entangled feet after seeming to get traction to hunt down Kyrie Irving, but to no avail. Cason Wallace in for the Thunder, along with Isaiah Joe, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren, and who's the fifth? Right now they have 4 players on the court. Dort has exited, and that fifth is Aaron Wiggins. Thunder from 10 up to 4 down here in the third. A wild swing. There's Shai's across the timeline against Washington. Gives to Joe straight away. Shadowed by Green. Gets it back on the left flank. Crowded by Tim Hardaway Jr. is in for the Mavericks. Now Shai works the dribble up top. Slashing left. Elevates, fires. Fadeaway 20-foot jumper is beautiful. And the Thunder trail by 2. 74-72. Gilgeous-Alexander leads the Thunder again in scoring with 21, but the game's high scorer is P.J. Washington with 27. Irving on the handle. Doncic out right now. Kyrie slot right against Cason Wallace. Isolated. Feeds up top to Hardaway, hooking it to Gafford. Bad pass, but Daniel travels. No whistle. Holds. 6 to shoot to Irving. Kyrie doubled on the flank. Ducks to the corner. Shovel feeds Gafford inside. He dunks with a shot clock buzzer on his heels. Boy, poorly defended there by the Thunder. They had the ball bottled up on the wing, but allowed Irving to split a double team for a 7th assist. 76-72. Thunder down as Shai gives to Joe. To the wing, draws 2. Shovel feeds Holmgren up top. Slot right Shai to the baseline on the run. Floats it up. Counts if it goes, it will not go as he leaned in and launched. Couldn't convert an off-balance 12-footer. But P.J. Washington picks up his first foul today on the Mavericks' 4th team foul. Shai to the free throw line for the 3rd time in this game with 2 minutes left. 76-72 Dallas. Mavericks a massive 16-0 run in the heart of this third quarter. That has them on top right now, battling to go up in this series as Shai's first foul shot is perfect. Gilgeous-Alexander yet to miss in 5 free throw tries. Thunder have been to the line a grand total of 9 times in Game 3. Washington sits with 27 points, 4 rebounds and 2 assists as Derrick Jones Jr. is back in for Dallas. Thunder down 3 will have the ball to begin the 4th as they won the game's opening tip. Gilgeous-Alexander knocks down another. 2-point difference as the Thunder bid for a stop. They have a team foul to give down the stretch of the quarter. The Mavericks out as Irving navigates front court against Cason Wallace's pressure. Kyrie slot right beyond the arc. Up top to Hardaway. Feeds a high post to Gafford. 10 to shoot. Daniel shovels to Irving open. Left side angle 3 by Kyrie is good. Too easy. And the Mavs lead by 5. Kyrie's going to look to take it over right now. He's got 14 points, including 2 threes in the quarter. And the Thunder have fallen back by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander between the rings. Awaits a high screen from Joe. Isaiah ducks out of there as Shai rumbles right, spins left. Lobs the ball left wing to Joe. Pump faking inside the arc for a 20-foot fling that's off. This ball tipped up and under the board by Gafford. The Thunder get a second crack here with 14 restored to the shot clock, trailing 79-74. Mavs have been more connected than the Thunder in the midway stages of this third quarter, and that's the reason they're up by 5 right now. Joe sits down. Gordon Hayward checks in for the first time in Game 3. Gets it into SGA. Shai shadowed by Derrick Jones, weaving right. Off the stutter step. Kicks to Wiggins. Plowing left down the lane. Leaps and leans. Scores it nicely with a right-hand scoop. So Aaron Wiggins off the bench. Another nice game for the Thunder. He's got 6. And OKC's down 3, 79-76. Irving on the handle, front and center for the Mavs with Doncic out. Ducks right on Wallace. Behind the back dribbles and loses the ball. Wiggins takes it away. 3-on-1 if he pushes. Shovels to Shai up the left sideline. Now bottled up by Green. Works low post. Bang, splits defenders, arcs a fadeaway 8-foot jumper that he nails. And OKC's back on the brink, down 1, 79-78. As Gilgeous-Alexander has 25. That was well done in transition. 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Thunder led by 1 at halftime, down 1 now. High post left, Gafford steps out front. Holmgren on him. 10 to shoot. Irving handed the ball. Trying to work free of Wallace. Does left wing. Smothered by Holmgren. Doubled by Wallace. Near midcourt. Hardaway fed. 4 to shoot. Slashing left on Wiggins. Elevates and fires. Fadeaway 17-foot jumper. No good. Rebound run down by Hayward. Gordon tracks up the left side. Circles back to the middle. The difference of 4 game to shot clock. Winding down the third. A shave. Bucks right in the lane. Elevates fires. Fadeaway 15-foot jumper on the way. Not close. Gafford clears. The Mavs should have the lead going to the fourth. They have the ball with the shot clock off. And 12 seconds left, leading 79-78. Crowd on his feet. Hardaway, shadowed by Hayward, feeds top key to Gafford. 3 seconds. Gafford to Hardaway, right wing open, fires a three-pointer. There's going to be in there, and the Mavericks take a 4-point lead going to the fourth at 82-78. Poorly defended sequence by OKC, and the Thunder confront a 4-point gap in the fourth quarter, which will get underway here in a moment. This is Thunder basketball.
Thunder fans, the Thunder are ushering our city into a new era of excellence, and MidFirst Bank has a great way for you to show our All-Stars your support. Score $200 and get your Thunder or Rumble debit card when you open a new MidFirst checking account. Use your $200 to buy fan gear or MVP-worthy apparel. Bank like a champion with the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Learn more today at midfirst.com/Thunder200. Member FDIC.
Introducing Braum's new Fresh Market Order Pickup. Get your groceries in as little as 15 minutes. It's easy. Just place your order on the Braum's app or online. Choose from Braum's exclusive items and groceries, and then select a pickup time that works for your schedule. Braum's farm fresh milk, meats, freshly baked breads, produce, and more are hand-selected just for you. When you arrive at your neighborhood Braum's, we'll bring your order out to your car for free. Incredibly fast, incredibly convenient.
Hope NF presents.
What's my definition of success?
The Hope Tour.
You gonna lie like
NF live in concert in Oklahoma City.
Go.
Paycom Center, Friday, May 31st. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. NF. The album Hope is available everywhere now. For more, visit NFRealMusic.com.
I was happy.
Guided by the West, the first Boot Barn store opened its doors 45 years ago, establishing a legacy rooted in honesty and hard work, driven by those who make our country so great. With our 400th store opening this month, we're reminded of our mission to offer everyone a piece of the American spirit, one handshake at a time. Thank you for allowing us to support our American heritage. Boot Barn, keep West.
Gideon Hamilton welcoming you back to the Thunder Radio Network. A 10-point lead for Oklahoma City within the third quarter becomes a Mavericks 4-point advantage headed into the fourth. Let's not miss any of the action. Send you back to Dallas here with the call of the fourth quarter is Matt Pinto.
Yeah, honestly, the Thunder, I think, showed some signs of youth in that third quarter, Gideon, with their shot selection after leading by 10. It allowed the Mavericks a path back. Dallas went on a 16-0 blitz. And then on the last play, before we entered this fourth quarter, Chet Holmgren went under on a screen involving Tim Hardaway Jr. and Daniel Gafford and didn't contest a three-pointer on the wing. Hardaway hit it just inside the buzzer, and instead of a 1-point difference, Dallas leads by 4 going to the fourth quarter here. Unbeaten in the playoffs at 4-0 and leading after 3. So Thunder have a lot of work to do if they're to go on top in this series 2-1 in Game 3. That 10-point lead a memory, and they've got to find a way to get back to, their own words, a 0-0 mentality here. They've seen the Mavericks knock down 3 more threes than they have in Game 3. 11 of 30 for Dallas. Thunder at 8 of 22. Now, the Thunder have shot 51% from the field. They've gotten up 14 fewer shots than the Mavs because they've allowed 15 offensive rebounds and turned the ball over 9 times. Thunder coming with Gordon Hayward, Chet Holmgren, Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai is yet to rest in this second half as Wallace steps off. That was 6 for the Thunder. Be great if you could find a way to do that, but not allowed. Luka Doncic, Tim Hardaway Jr., Derek Lively, P.J. Washington, and Derek Jones Jr. for the Mavs. Dallas by 4. Thunder ball to begin the fourth quarter. On the dribble weave, Holmgren gives to Shea. Shea works up top. Slot right to Hayward. Gordon ducks to the right wing and kicks to Shea up top. 10 to shoot. Behind the back dribbling. Kicks to Hayward. Slicing left. Down the lane. Whips it up across his body. Misses a bank shot of 10. Fights for his own miss. Instead, it's Doncic coming out of the pack with it. That's another tough shot for the Thunder. Maverick defense, have to give him credit. Maverick ball up 4. They've led by as many as 9 in game 3. Doncic, left wing to Hardaway. Pump fakes on Wiggins. Steps up top. Beats Lively, high post. Back on the left flank, Doncic. Pump fakes free of Dort. Sets up Hardaway. Slashing left, 4 to shoot. Down the lane, leans in, scoops, and scores it with the left hand. 5 straight Hardaway points. And Dallas back up 6, 84-78. They're out executing the Thunder right now. They really are. And they lead by 6. Early in the fourth quarter of game 3. Shea across the timeline against Jones's never-ending ball pressure. Angles right on the perimeter, guarded by Doncic and Jones. Double team. Shea maneuvers on the dribble anyway. Kicks to Dort. Lugens leans in, fires off the backboard, no good from 20. Got knocked down by Doncic, but of course no whistle. Luka the loose ball, left wing to Hardaway, left baseline Jones, slides and kicks. Corner right, Washington wide open, fires a 3 that's short this time. Hayward clears and shovels to SGA across the timeline, picked up by Hardaway, widens out right. Shea to the baseline. Kicks to Dort, wide open, sets his feet. Angle right, 3-pointers on the way, tumbling short. Hardaway has the miss as OKC has gone cold from 3. Bit on their heels, a minute 30 into the fourth, down 6. Doncic, isolated high post left on Shea. Bangs and spins, and Shea grabs him and fouls, committing his second. Side out Mavericks. Dallas has been the aggressor from the outset, and despite OKC coming up with a cluster of solid play in the second and third quarters, Dub is back. That's great to see. Playing through what looked like a torn left ankle. He sits down, replacing Gordon Hayward. Right now, the Thunder on the brink. You sense this game could go one of 2 ways. Either the Thunder bow their back, begin to generate some traction offensively, or the Mavericks could be on their way to a Game 3 win. Lively, high post left, entered the ball by Doncic, gives to Luka top of the key. Down the lane, lobbing to Lively, who missed the dunk, and J-Dub's got the loose ball. Dribbling head up, straight away. Picked up by Hardaway, gets a high screen from Dort, stutter steps, denied penetration by Lively, giving to Holmgren. Chet kicks out wide right to Wiggins, 10 to shoot. Aaron looking to Shea, slot left. Pump fakes, drives by Doncic. Elevates in the paint, fires and misses a 10-footer. Holmgren has the miss, flips up and in the follow, and he's fouled doing so. So Holmgren, a big-time, timely retrieval and bucket. It's been a quiet game for him offensively with 6 points, but he has 6 rebounds now with 3 assists and 4 blocks. He and Shea both have 4 swats in this third game of this playoff series. 84-80, Thunder down 2 possessions with 9:53 to play. Well, they always battle, you know that. As Holmgren 0 of 2 at the line, started the game 0 of 2 from the stripe on the Thunder's first possession. Eyes the rim, bends his knees. Dip, shoots, and swishes that. Back to a 1-point difference, or 1 possession difference rather, at 84-81. Tim Hardaway Jr. picked up in the backcourt by Wiggins. Angles right to activate for the Mavs, guarded by Dub on a switch. Irving is picked up by Wiggins, giving the ball inside the timeline, slashing right. In the lane, leans in and floats a 6-foot jumper, uncontested, that's good. 86-81 Dallas. Irving working his magic for 16. Luka has 16. The Mavs are led by P.J. Washington with 27. Only 2 fewer than his big game on Thursday. Shea in the paint, gives it up left corner to Wiggins. Arcs and fires a 3-pointer that's not close. Doncic has the miss. Up the left side, Hardaway. Tim stutter steps, backs down Doncic. Elevates and fires in the paint and drills a 10-footer. Or it's Irving, rather, again. Kyrie Irving. And the Mavs go up by 7, scoring 4 straight. 88-81. Kyrie, a big second half here, which has been his M.O. in the playoffs. Dub, guarded by Hardaway, crosses him over, whips it inside to Chet, pump faking, away from Lively. Across his body floats a hook, up and in from 3 feet away. Well done by Holmgren. He's got 5 in succession for the Thunder, but OKC needs stops. Struggling to contain the Dallas offense, trailing by 5. Irving isolated right wing on Dub. Stutter steps on the dribble, crossing over twice, spins, contorts and fades right of the paint, and knocks down a 15-foot jumper. He's in his own, and the Mavericks smell it. Up 7, 90-83. Irving scored their last 6 points. He has 20 in game 3. Thunder under the gun with 8:25 to play. Shea navigating left against Hardaway to the baseline. Elevates and fires. Fadeaway rainbow 13-foot jumper in and out. Doncic has the miss. Up the left side to Hardaway. Lobbing to the rim to Lively for the dunk. The Dallas lead swells to 9, matching its largest. As they have found a gear the Thunder have not been able to match since the midway point of the third quarter. 8:06 left. Jalen Williams working left, bucking right down the lane, right to the rim, lays in a nice right-hand reverse. The middle opened wide as Holmgren lifted lively, allowing Jalen Williams a burst to the bucket. Dub has a quiet 13 in this game, and it's going to go down to stops for the Thunder with 7:50 to play. The lead for the Mavericks is 7. Irving and Doncic are going to be heavily involved in everything Dallas does here as Dub is on Doncic. Isolated straight away. Dub popped the ball away. Doncic got it back. 8 to shoot. As those two go down, there'll be a blocking foul called on Dub. Of course there is. You're not ever going to call an offensive foul on Luka here. He's got 15 rebounds with 16 points in this game. As the timeout's called with 7:37 to play. Or I beg your pardon, no timeout. Cason Wallace will check in off the stoppage of play with the Thunder down by 7, 85. Aaron Wiggins takes a seat. The Thunder defense was number 4 in the league in efficiency in the regular season. We'll see if it can bow its back here as Irving has a dozen in the half. As Dort and Doncic are entangled, Luka pulls Lou to the floor, and yet the foul's going on Lou. That's the 4th on him. Thunder's 3rd team foul. Dallas has 1. As Mark Dagnall, not happy with Bill Kennedy, one of the 3 referees here. Happy or not, Thunder have to recognize what they're dealing with in this series, and it's favoritism to Luka Doncic, and it will be throughout the course of the series. Luka gets into Gafford, lifted high left, 12 to shoot. Gafford pass fakes, dumps it to Luka mid-post left. Out of a double to Washington open, straightaway 3 unguarded, in and out, no good this time. Loose ball to J-Dub. OKC gets it back down 7 as Dub probes. Irving on him as he widens out right. Dub drives left with a step. Down the lane, strip, pump fakes, gets it back, has it blocked inside, but a foul coming on the Mavericks, as that will bring Jalen Williams to the free throw line to shoot 2. Crowd is so loud right now, it's hard to hear when the whistle actually ensues. Irving from behind, a good job of prying the ball away against Dub as they look at replay here and moan. P.J. Washington on the entire left side of Jalen Williams going up. What world do you live in? Williams to the free throw line for the first time in Game 3. 92-85. Strokes the first and misses off the back iron. Thunder from the line are 9 of 12. Battling from behind here with 7:12 to play. Dallas has never led by double digits, but they've seized command of this game with stellar defense and timely offense. As we have perspiration on the floor being attended to between foul shots. Dallas 92, the Thunder 85 with 7:12 left in regulation of Game 3. Game 4 coming up on Monday here. And every other day sequence of games between Games 1 and 5 in this series. Jalen Williams bends his knees, arcs the free throw, and buries it. He has 14 in this game. One of 3 Thunder scorers in double figures, led by Shea's 25. Dallas has Irving with 20, P.J. Washington 27. Luka Doncic a double-double of 16 points and 15 rebounds. Luka pushing off on Dort at the inbound pass. Crossing the timeline with 7 minutes left in the game. Mavs by 6. Irving left to right on the perimeter. Whips it inside to Gafford, leaning in. Missed the dunk, but he's fouled by Shea. Gildas Alexander has his 4th. And the Thunder out of fouls now with 7:01 to play. Daniel Gafford came to the rim with force. I don't see any contact. Doesn't matter what I see. The Thunder burned their challenge in the opening quarter and lost it as Gafford goes to the free throw line for the first time in this game. Gafford has back-to-back double-digit scoring games in this series. He had 13 on Thursday in the Mavericks' 9-point win, hitting 68% of his foul shots in the playoffs. His team's up 2 possessions right now, 6. Gafford's first is up. No good in and out. Dallas 92, Oklahoma City 86 with 7:01 to play. Gafford steps off the line looking to regather himself. Daniel in this game playing through a shoulder issue with 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Very deliberate between foul shots. Bends his knees, eyes the rim, dips, shoots, and misses them both. Jay Will has the loose ball, so the Thunder get it back, down 6. Dallas now 9 of 13 from the stripe. Cason Wallace on the handle, the Richmond, Texas native. Bounce feeds high post right to Jay Will, crowded by Gafford, hands to Shea, roaming right. Shea on the wing, isolated on Gafford. Steps back, fires. The wing three-pointer is up and in. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. Three-point game at 92-89. Shea rains and drains his second tray of game 3, has 28. Irving back of a gaffer pick, rumbles and picks up the dribble up top to Doncic. Spinning on Dort, crossing over. Can't snake free yet. Ducks left, down the lane, lays it up. High out the window, no good. Loose ball is knocked through the cylinder by a Thunder defender and will be a goaltend. So Doncic credited with the bucket. 94-89 Dallas. So the Thunder continue their comeback mode here with 6:20 to play. They're out of fouls. Mavs have 2 to give. Shocking. Shea between the rings. Angles right back of a door pick. Plows left. Doncic falls. Shea to the rim. Lays it up left-handed and is fouled doing so. He goes to the free throw line off the Mavericks' third team foul. 6:13 to play. 94-89 the count. Washington guilty of his second foul as Luka has words for the refs. I would not want to be a referee working any game involving number 77 for the Mavericks. And why he's given the latitude he is, you tell me. Mavericks by 5, Thunder in it, 6:13 to play in the fourth quarter of Game 3 as we break away. This is Thunder basketball.
Beats and Bites is back at Riverwind and better than ever. Featuring the hottest acts this summer, like Chris Jansen and Easton Corbin, May 25th. Tracy Lawrence and Mil McCoy, June 22nd. Casey Donahue and Eli Young Band, August 3rd. Dylan Scott and Connor Smith, August 30th. Get your tickets online or at the box office for only $10.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Get ready to spice up your day with the flavored packed goodness of Taco Bueno. From crispy beef tacos to queso smothered chiladas, Taco Bueno has been serving up the tastiest Tex-Mex since 1967. Our house-made flavors will leave your taste buds cheering. And for the best of Bueno, don't miss out on the whole lot of platter, packed with a whole lot of flavor. Head to your nearest Taco Bueno location today. Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Janet Jackson presents Together Again, live for one incredible night in Oklahoma City. Janet Jackson performing all her #1 hits with special guest Nelly. Paycom Center, Friday, July 26th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Janet Jackson with special guest Nelly. For more, visit JanetJackson.com.
The Oklahoma City Thunder and Devon Energy are proud to announce the launch of Thunder Math Hoops. Educators across Oklahoma can sign up their classrooms to participate in this fast-paced board game, which uses NBA and WNBA statistics to teach students fundamental math skills. Participating classrooms have the opportunity to compete in exclusive live events and the potential to attend the NBA Math Hoops National Tournament. To learn more about Thunder Math Hoops presented by Devon Energy, visit okcthunder.com/mathhoops.
Welcome back. There's one other game in the NBA. That's a little bit later on when Cleveland hosts Game 3 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against Boston. Donovan Mitchell's 29 points in a Game 2 Cavalier victory gave a series split in Boston. Cavaliers look to take a 2-1 series lead. Tip-off for that game is at 7:30. Back to Dallas. Here's Matt Pinto.
Support your community and win with the Thunder's 50-50 raffle presented by OG&E. Purchase raffle tickets during Game 1 through 4 of the Western Conference semifinals for a chance to win 50% of the pot. The other 50% will benefit Oklahoma Disaster Relief, which OG&E will watch. Buy tickets at okcthunder.com/raffle. Thunder in comeback mode after trailing by 9 with 8:55 left in this fourth quarter. Down 5. SGA are waiting 2 free throws with 6:13 to play. Both sides have 2 timeouts left. Thunder out of fouls. The Mavs have 1 to give. As the Thunder deploy Gildas-Alexander, Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, Jay Will, along with J-Dub. Dallas coming with Derek Jones, Kyrie Irving, Derek Lively, Luka Doncic, and P.J. Washington. Washington's been a big story again in Game 3 as he was in Game 2 with 27, including 5 made three-pointers, has a dozen made threes the last 2 games. Che's first foul shot is up, tumbling good, front rim and down. He's netted all 7 of his tries at the line. He has 29 points in Game 3, had 33 in Game 2 on Thursday, which established his playoff career high. Gildas Alexander looks to make it a one-possession game and can't. Dort the rebound sneaking inside. Steps out of traffic. Up the right side to Jay Will, handing to Shea. Thunder down 4. Gildas Alexander on the flank. Crowded by Lively, blows by him. Kicks in the corner of Dort. Slashing left, sets up Dub. Dub roaming right down the lane, lays it up. Over the backboard, as they say, P.J. Washington maintained verticality. A ton of contact, and the ball's out of bounds to the Mavericks. 94-90. If the Thunder expect to get calls down the stretch in this game, good luck. 5:58 to play. Mavericks the ball on a 4-point edge, as off the ball, the Thunder are deliberately fouling Lively. They'll send him to the free throw line as Jay Will commits the off-ball foul, his second personal, and now Lively will be forced to make free throws. He's 3 of 4 in this game, hitting 52% of his foul shots in this playoff run. Derek Lively with 5:55 to play, and his team on top by 4, 94-90. Given the ball for the first of 2. Any Thunder foul from here results in free throws. Mavs have 1 to give. Lively's first is up. Good. 95-90. Dallas. Thunder led by 10 with 8:20 to play in the third quarter. Since that time, all Mavericks. As Cason Wallace is out, Isaiah Joe back in. Joe had a burst in the opening half, hitting all 4 of his first half shots and both of his threes for a 10-point lead. Has yet to score since. Lively with the second. That one looks good, but it's in and out, no good. Jalen Williams has the missed shot. Dub has 3 rebounds with 7 assists and 14 points. SJ yet to rest in the second half. On the handle up top. Plowing right. Shovel feeds left corner to Will. Up the sideline, Joe. Straight away, Dort. Driving left into traffic. Coughs it up, but Derek Jones can't control the ball. Spinning, lost it out of bounds. They call it Maverick possession. Nobody touched that ball. Derek Jones spun and lost the ball out of bounds. The Thunder have no challenges. The Mavericks the ball in a 5-point lead as again the Thunder foul off the ball. They go to this strategy trailing by 5, 95-90 with 5:38 to play. Derek Jones clearly lost that ball on a spin dribble out of bounds, and the call is missed. Lively made 1 of 2 a moment ago. Marks this one. That one is no good, side rim. Thunder got to find a way to generate some traction on the offensive end. They've shot it relatively well at 49%, but only 9 now of 25 three-pointers. And they've gotten up 18. Actually, they've gotten up in this game 12 fewer shots. Both free throws are missed. Shea gathers the spill on the second. Thunder down 5. Gildas Alexander between the rings. Slices right, splits defenders, falls down, knocked down, no whistle. Irving has the loose ball. Again, no foul against the Mavs. Irving up the right side. Down the lane. Bounce feeds baseline to Jones. Double pumps a layup try that he misses. Rebound tipped and run down by Jay Will. Up the left side, Joe, Isaiah. Settles in on the flank, gets it to Dub. Plowing left on Lively. Pump fakes and kicks to Jay Will open. Left side angle three-pointer. Looks good. It is not. It rolls off. Dort has the rebound. And then it's wrestled away inside by P.J. Washington. They will not blow the whistle against Dallas. Irving down the lane. Shovel feeds baseline to Jones from behind. His shot blocked out of bounds by Lou Dort with 4:54 left. Stuck at 95-90 for the last minute and a half. Chet Holmgren will check in. With 5 minutes and 45 seconds to play. Chet has been a menace defensively in this game with 4 block shots. He has 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 9 points on the offensive end. 16 to shoot for Dallas. Thunder in arrears by 5, battling to go up back on top in the series 2-1, but it will take a mighty effort from here. Doncic lobs it, left wing for Washington. Up top to Irving. Feeding Doncic left wing, crowded on by Dort. Bangs to the middle. Elevates and kicks. Right corner Washington up with an open three-pointer. Looks good. It's in and out. No good, though, as Holmgren clears. Giving in the backcourt to Dub. Jalen to SGA with 4:35 left. Gildas Alexander across the timeline straight away. Burrows right on Jones. Pump fakes and spins. Arcs a fadeaway 10-foot jumper short. Dub the rebound. Left corner dribbles. Up top to Dort. Slot right Shea on the perimeter. Barreling left. Down the lane, lays it up. Across his body, no good. Fights for the miss. Holmgren gets it and spins home. A right-hand scoop. So the Thunder attack the offensive glass. 3 cracks at it that time. A pull within 3. 95-92. Holmgren in double figures with 11. 4:10 to play. Doncic wants a high screen from Jones and gets it just inside the timeline. Working right. Navigating left. Bump by Dort. Foul by Dort. Free throws for Doncic with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left. Dort has his 5th personal. And here's the issue I have, folks. is that when there's contact like what we're seeing from Dort on Doncic, there is no call the other way. None. Luke at the free throw line. His team up 3, 95-92. Dort picks up his 5th. I'm not suggesting that is not a foul on Dort, because it is. But there are a number of fouls on the Mavericks that are just not being called. Luke at the line. To bogus chance of MVP, 5 of 6. Readies for the first. That one is on the way. Good. 95-92. Thunder down 3. Lively back in. Sitting down Tim Hardaway Jr. Thunder coming with J-Dub, Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Cason Wallace, the rookie, and Lou Dort. Against Doncic at the line, P.J. Washington, Derek Lively, Derek Jones Jr., and Kyrie Irving. 96-92, the Mavericks lead by 2 possessions. Took the lead to the fourth quarter of 4, and that's where it stands. No blood here, 8 minutes into the final frame. These two battling in an epic Game 3. The winner of Game 3, when tied at 1 in a best-of-7 playoff series in the modern era, goes on to win the series 73% of the time. So those odds will favor the Game 3 survivor. Doesn't ensure anything, but it certainly favors the team that wins this one. And right now the Mavericks have the advantage, up 4, 96-92. Long delay between free throws. I'm not sure what the housekeeping issues were. The referees attend to those. As Luka held to 19 in this game, readies for the second free throw. Bends his knees, eyes the rim. That one is up. No good. Loose ball off of Jones out of bounds, and the Thunder get it back. Protected, or I should say, trying to cut into a 4-point deficit at 96-92. Mavericks haven't helped themselves at the line in this game with their 11 of 19, 58%. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones's pressure as they rise as 1 at the American Airlines Center. Shai, back of a Wallace pick, angles right on the dribble, draws 2, retreats, 12 to shoot. Shai barrels and pulls up, pump fakes, gives it up left corner to Wallace. Trying to snake by Doncic camp. Wide left to Dub, 6 to shoot. Corner left Wallace, catch shoot 3 is on the way, short. Loose ball gathered inside by Washington, 1 and done for the Thunder, who fall back to defend, down 4 with 3:35 to play. 3 balls not been there for them in the second half. Irving, powers left, kicks in the corner, Washington. Left to right across the lane, we have what? We have a blocking foul called on Shai. This is laughable, folks, it really is. Free throws coming from P.J. Washington in a 96-92 game. Again, you wouldn't hear me complaining if the calls were equal and fair, because the Mavericks are playing with equal parts physicality as the Thunder are in this game. And yet, what's going on in terms of the number of whistles and the way they're being called does not reflect that. Was there not a foul call here and there was an issue with the clock? I'm not sure what's going on. They fouled Lively off the ball is what happened. And rather than calling Shai for the foul, Lively was held by Cason Wallace, and he goes back to the free throw line where he is 4 of 8. His first of 2 is on the way. That one's good. And the Mavs lead by 5, 97-92. This absolutely slows the game for certain with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. Cason Wallace now out. Thunder coming with SGA, Jay Will, Chet Holmgren going jumbo with Lou Dort and J-Dub. Lively, the rookie, arcs the second and gets that. So Dallas leads by 6, 98-92. The Thunder burn one of their final 2 timeouts. This is Thunder basketball.
The Thunder are on a roll this season. Now you can join in on the momentum. Score $200 and get your Thunder or Rumble debit card when you open a new MidFirst checking account. Put your $200 towards your next pair of tickets and show your team pride when you swipe your card at the arena. Join our community in celebrating the Thunder's electrifying season, and let's propel our team to the playoffs. Bank like a champion with the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Learn more today at midfirst.com/Thunder200. Member FDIC.
When a power line goes down, the safest distance is further than you think. Power from a downed line can travel through trees, water, and ice, and even the ground. You don't have to touch the line to get seriously hurt, so stay as far away as you can. Anything power lines are touching can be dangerous, including the ground. Let's live safely together. Learn more at oge.com/safety tips.
Mazzio's New York Giant Pizza is back for a limited time. This uniquely delicious 18-inch pizza is huge on flavor with a savory garlic and basil sauce made from scratch crust and loaded with mozzarella, provolone, and your favorite toppings. Right now, get a Mazzio's New York Giant for the price of a large pizza. That's over 50% more pizza free. So why go big when you can go giant? Mazzio's New York Giant Pizza. At participating locations, limited time only.
The Kia Telluride X Pro is at the top of its game. It kind of reminds us of legendary four-time NBA champ Draymond Green.
Hold on. What?
Powerful performance.
That's Dre.
Intelligent.
IQ on a trillion.
Totally dominates the lane.
Money Green coming through.
Bold and rugged.
Bold and rugged. That part.
The Kia Telluride X Pro. Here's to legends in the making. Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA and WNBA.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Welcome back. The winner of this series faces the winner of the Minnesota-Denver semifinal series. And last night, Denver added some life, scoring a blowout win over the Wolves, 117-90. Nikola Jokic finished the game with 24 points, 14 rebounds, and 9 assists. And the Nuggets, as a team, shot 54% in that one. Game 4 of the series in Minnesota tomorrow night. Let's send you back to Dallas. Here's Matt Pinto.
This afternoon's OG&E power play of the game comes courtesy of two-time All-Star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, netting 29 again in Game 3 with 4 block shots, a steal, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. He's done it all, keeping the Thunder in it, trailing by 6 with 3:27 left in regulation. OG&E, we energize life. Thunder have the basketball, but they're out of fouls. The Mavs have 1 to give. Entering the final 3:27, and we're down to cases. OKC has a limited margin for error given the clock and the situation here, trailing 98-92. Unusual game in that the Thunder have been dominated on the boards in this one, allowing 15 offensive rebounds, getting up 10 fewer shots. They've gotten up 6 fewer free throws, and yet they're right there if they can find a way to close strong. They have not shot the ball well here in the fourth quarter, which was the case on Thursday in a Game 2 loss. They were 8 of 24 in the fourth quarter of that one, 5 of 16 in the fourth quarter of this one, including 1 of 5 on threes. As the Thunder will deploy in possession with 1 timeout left. The Mavs have 2. Full court pressure by Dallas. Ball comes into J-Dub unscathed. He's joined by Isaiah Joe, Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Lou Dort. Thunder down 6, 3:20 to play. Dub angling left, working to the wing. Up top to Joe, open, cranks an angle right three-pointer. Cha-ching a Thunder money ball. Well done. Isaiah Joe splashing his third 3, has 13. Thunder off the timeout. Execute beautifully and trail by 3 now, 98-95 with 3:06 to play. They're fouling Lively again off the ball. That's Holmgren this time, incurring his third. So Derek to the line where he's 6 of 10 in Game 3. Once you get inside of 2 minutes, the option to do this is gone, because it will be 1 free throw plus possession to the opposing team if they're deliberately fouled. Lively's first is up. That one's good. He's made his last 3. So the separation on the board is 2 possessions now at 99-95. As Derek Lively has his series high with 11 points and 8 rebounds in Game 3. His second stroke, perfect. And Dallas owns a 5-point edge at 195. Inside the 3-minute mark, Gilgeous-Alexander picked up by Derek Jones. Gets a Dort pick, drives right, kicks in the corner to Holmgren. Closed out by Lively, slashing left. Bounce feeds low left to Dort, sealed by Doncic, back up top to Holmgren. Left wing Dort to the baseline, 7 to shoot. Shovel feeds Dub, pump faking, lays it up on Lively, and floats home a 5-footer nicely. It's 197. The key comes on the defensive end with 2:40 left. Jalen Williams now 16. Ball rolled to Irving in the backcourt. Dub comes to greet him before he crosses midcourt. Those are mano-a-mano, those two right now, with 18 to shoot. Irving 40 feet from the bucket. High screen right from Lively. That shoes Irving with 12 to shoot. Gets a pick from Jones. Wide left, double. Bounce feeds to Jones and throws it away. Joe has a loose ball up the left side. Doncic takes that back. A horrible pass by Isaiah. Luka down the lane to the rim. Scoops and scores. Unfortunate. Thunder had a chance to tie with a 3, but gave it right back and trailed by 5 with 2:05 to play. 102-97. Shai straightaway to the baseline on the run. Banks it too hard, but he's fouled en route to the cup. P.J. Washington called for the foul with 2:02 left. So Gilgeous-Alexander is 7 of 8 foul shooting, has 2 big ones here. OKC down by 5, 102-97. A chance a moment ago to tie with a 3, but committed their 12th turnover of Game 3. As Gilgeous-Alexander bids for a second straight 30-plus point game in this series. Snaps off the first free throw that tumbles in. It's 102-98. A success here makes this a one-possession difference entering the final 2 minutes of Game 3. This one is featured thus far. 14 lead changes, 8 ties. Gilgeous-Alexander readies with a second. 30 points in back pocket. Bends his knees, dips, shoots, and swishes. Thunder again in a position to force a stop. Get the ball back to potentially tie with a 3 as we have 1:57 left. Doncic wants a high screen from Lively. At the Maverick logo at midcourt. Wedges right. Crossing over on Dort. Plows left to the foul line. Steps away, fires. 17-foot jumper is up. No good. Loose ball dub. Doncic down. Feeding Shea. Up the left side. Shea picked up by Irving. Off the stutter step. Drives the baseline. Floats it right corner. Bad pass. Dort fights to get it. Gets it. Down the lane. Dub to the rim. Lays it up. Couldn't convert. As we've got, what are they calling? They're calling a jump ball on a live ball lob feed to Dort on which he got entangled with Doncic. How is this a jump ball? Doncic never had possession of it. 1:32 left. You talk about a bogus call. My goodness. Luka went up to get the ball. Dort took it away. Luka never had possession of that basketball. And yet, Gediminas Petraitis blows a whistle that never should have been blown. 2 guys going for a loose ball. They both fall. Dort comes away with it. It should be Thunder basketball. But now Lou's got to try to win a tip, giving 4 inches to Luka. 1:32 to play in a 102-99 game. Dallas up. Both guys in the crouch, ball in the air. Dort tips it, but it's back tapped to Doncic. It is mind-numbing what I just saw. 1:25 left. Luka across the timeline on Dort. High screen set by Washington left. Doncic picks it up. Well out front. 10 to shoot. Straight away to Washington. Flashing right on Joe. Spins left. Floats it up. No good. Rebound Shea. Out of the pack. Up the sideline on Lively. Steps back. Fires angle left 3 for the tie. Is up. That's not close. This ball fought for Holmgren. Warded off the ball by Jones. And the Mavs get it back up 3:57 seconds to play. Irving on the right wing. Isolated on Dub. Caught at by Dub. Retreats well beyond the arc with 40 seconds to play. Kyrie pushing off. 8 to shoot. Stutter steps. Crosses over. Ducking left. Down the lane. Floats it up. It's good. And it's 104-99 with 39.3 to play. Thunder got to attack quickly. Shea across the timeline. Works left wing. To the baseline on Jones. Comes up and under. Lays it up. No good. No foul call. As Jones is knocked down and fouled on a loose ball effort by the Thunder, and the Mavericks are in the driver's seat now with 29.3 to play. Shea gets knocked down, no whistle. 29.3 to play. The Mavs have free throws coming up by 5, 104-99. Kyrie made a tremendous shot in the paint, and now the Mavericks are closing in on a Game 3 win to go up 2-1 in this series. Gilgeous-Alexander driving, bumped by Doncic, hit by Jones, no whistle, and then they get J-Dub over the top for fouling Jones on the effort to get the loose ball. Clearly a foul on Jalen Williams. And there should be free throws coming the other way for Dallas unless they determine to not call the foul. Apparently they did. Dallas ball up 5, 29.3 left. Lively out, Tim Hardaway Jr. in. The Mavericks have fended off all Thunder advances to own a 5-point lead with 29.3 left. Thunder don't get a steal on the inbounds pass here. They're relegated to fouling, I would suspect. Irving has it deep in the backcourt, doubled up the sideline to Washington. Jump pass in the right corner, Hardaway. The Mavs playing keep away. Thunder not fouling yet. Hardaway doubled. Right wing Irving, ball knocked away out of bounds by J-Dub with 14 to shoot and 19.4 to play. Not enough time to continue without fouling here for the Thunder. They need to score twice, trailing 104-99. Washington near sideline will inbound against Shea's on-ball pressure. Dort knocked down. Ball comes in the backcourt to Doncic, who has space. Now to midcourt. Doncic lost the ball. It's scooped up by Dort, giving to Shea. Long leading Holmgren to the rim on Irving. Fouled by Kyrie with 10.3 left in a 104-99 contest. So Chet goes to the free throw line. 10.3 to play, not over yet. Thunder still have a timeout remaining. Holmgren from the line is 1 of 3 in this game. During the playoffs, hitting 72%. The rookie from Gonzaga. With 10.3 left and his team down by 5. Needs them both to make it a one-possession difference. Holmgren eyes the rim, dribbles 3 times, spins the ball in front of him, bends his knees, dips, shoots, and swishes. 104-100, 10.3 left in Game 3. Gafford and Lively both in to rebound should Chet miss this shot. The Mavs have 2 timeouts left, and Holmgren needs to make this to make it a one-possession difference. Game 4 on Monday at 8:30. Holmgren yet to be given the ball. He has 12 points in this game with 4 blocks, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Same routine. The second free throw is up. It's good. 3-point game, 104-101. Mavs don't burn a timeout here. Thunder press up full court. Running the baseline, Washington gets it into Luka. Luka doubled by Shea and Dort, and a reach-in foul called on Lou. He's fouled out. So surprising there wasn't a stronger double team on Luka off the inbound, as Dort was kind of left to man that himself. Shea came over with a very soft double team. Dort has fouled out with 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists in this game as Luka goes to the free throw line. If he nets 1, it becomes really difficult for Oklahoma City. 104-101. Doncic from the line is 6 of 8 in this game. For the playoffs at 79.7%. He needs only 1 here to separate the 2 teams by 2 possessions. Doncic dribbles twice, bends his knees slightly, eyes the rim, arcs it, and rattles it home. 105-101 Dallas. They led by 4 at the end of 3. They've maintained that advantage throughout the course of the fourth quarter. Thunder led by 10 with 8:20 to play in the third, but saw the Mavs overcome that deficit on a 16-0 burst. Dallas has not been headed since. Doncic in the game, 22 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists. Readies for the second. Very deliberate. That one is on the way. He missed it. Rebound to Dub. Up the middle with 5 seconds. Left wing with 3, fires. It's online, but wide right, and that'll do it. The Dallas Mavericks go up 2-1 in this series as they knock the Thunder off. 105-101 in Game 3 at the American Airlines Center this afternoon. Stay with us. Post-game show next. This is Thunder Basketball.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Your home for sports. 97.1 KYLM Muskogee, Tulsa. 96.1 KITO 101.1 KOJK Kansas. 1470 KGOD Toledo. KP67CC. The Sports Animal.
Attention teachers. Create Thunder fun in your classroom by joining the Devon Thunder Explorers program. Teach your students STEM-based lesson plans, and you can even win cash for your classroom by sharing photos each month. Enroll today by visiting OKCThunder.com/explorers.
Introducing Brahms' new Fresh Market Order Pickup. Get your groceries in as little as 15 minutes. It's easy. Just place your order on the Brahms app or online. Choose from Brahms' exclusive items and groceries, and then select a pickup time that works